I love it.
All
Yeah.
right, here we are, back again. The Forsaken Kingdom. We have Ukla, Durzo, Narcissus. And when last we left,
We
after
we want to go
a
to the
after a battle that nearly claimed the lives of Velix the Goblin and Ukla the Barbarian, our intrepid party finds themselves surrounded by a bunch of half frog merfolk. Sahagin. Is that's what they call it, right? Oh, Sahagin?
Sahagin. Yeah.
Sahagin. So in nearly a dozen surrounding you, and they have their varying pole arms and tridents and spears sticking out. Their village is about 50 yards away. Yeah, you had noticed that when you ran up to, I believe you ran up to. No, this is after the battle. So you guys had
Yeah.
moved up, and were scouting ahead, and that's what you saw. And before you even got a chance to make a decision on what to do, whether or not to
Yeah, we
go
were
forward,
surrounded.
go around, or go back, they were already behind you. Yeah.
In the middle of discussing how to cook a tentacle.
In the middle of this, yeah, whether or not this tentacle is even edible because it's gross. So that's where we leave it now. Felix is unconscious. Uh, um, the Tiefling,
It's carrying him.
I remember. No,
she's
I was carrying him.
The type. No, he was on the horse. The type thing.
yeah.
Was he? Oh, I didn't
No,
know.
no, no.
Yeah.
She had sent her horse away. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
You're right. You're right. You're right. He was hamming it up because he had one hit point left,
correct. That is
along with poor Ukla, who had like barely a hit point left.
No, I'm still up. I'm dancing.
yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
really,
Maybe in your
Felix,
dreams you're dancing.
Felix got 13 hit points. I healed him 13 hit points.
All right,
Oh, that's right. Ukla's the one who's in a fucked up position right now.
Yeah, I'm the one in the fucked up position. Yeah.
So, so that's where you
Oh
find.
no! Hold on. The white healed me.
Not
but-
the full thing, but I gave you 4 hit points, and I did like
Yeah,
a double
I'm at,
heal.
I'm at 5 hit points.
So how, looking at the situation of what's happening right now, Lou, how are they approaching us?
So they're if they wanted to attack you, you would have been attacked. So that's the first thing I will point out. I'm going to state the obvious. If they wanted to attack you, you would have been attacked and probably overwhelmed. Knowing the situation that it is what it is, and now it's just everyone's they were in a group behind you, and they're starting to spread out to surround you to make like a U-shape formation.
All right.
From the water, there's you see some you can hear some bubbles, some splashing, and they're coming up from the other side of the road ahead of you. There's at least another half dozen that are swimming out of the swamp water and onto dry land with their weapons drawn as well.
What the fuck did we do to these guys? So I mean,
There's
when I look at them,
there's a buzz of
I think
activity.
it's a strict territory thing.
There's a buzz.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a buzz of activity you can hear now coming from that village, as there are eyes, heads and eyes that are now looking in your direction that weren't, they were going about their daily activities, but now with their guards surrounding you, there are more that are looking and climbing down the varying walkways and little stalks. They're sliding into the water and swimming onto land and coming in your direction. So all told, there
It's a whole lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So I'm gonna look at these guys. I'm gonna look at them. I'm like, okay, guys, you just keep a neutral stance. I'm gonna put my hands up in the side, like I did before.
Yep.
And I'm gonna stand with them behind me. But I want them to be ready to react if they have to.
So
I don't want them to be submissive. I'm gonna be the submissive, and I'm gonna present myself forward.
I'm gonna, like, on
as
a low
such.
tone, I'm gonna tell Narcissus, I'm gonna say, Narcissus, why don't we just try to feed him with this tentacle?
I'm like,
why don't we give an attempt and I'm gonna sit down on the floor with it and start cutting it up like to serve them food. Maybe that's that. I know one thing. It's I've seen it before. It always calms the situation down on a full stomach, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know. So,
all right.
There's nothing stopping you from making the attempt. I'm just I'm listening.
So what I'm gonna do is go to Ukla and I'm gonna say, Ukla, let me get the tentacle.
Okay, so I'll give him the tentacle.
It's not like you have a choice. You're so weak, he can just slap the tentacle out of your hand. You can do.
So I'm gonna take the tentacle, Lou.
You couldn't do jack.
I'm gonna pull out like a plate, like a wooden bowl that I got, and pull out my little knife, and I'm gonna start cutting it up in pieces, sitting down Indian style. I'm just gonna sit down Indian style, put it out there, start cleaning it up, and cutting it up in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my hands up and step ahead of them slightly, so that they're behind me and I'm between them, and I'm just going to wait because I don't know. I'm looking for like a leader or something.
Okay, what are you doing, Ukla? Are you gonna throw somebody in the water?
No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay next to Durzo, just looking, but of course, my hands are next to my my battle axes, just in case if anything goes on. I swear to God, you better listen. DM, excuse me. The Warrens, they on you. They said they saw some demonic presence, so they're gonna be giving you a visit.
What's up with them glasses, dude?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's warrants.
They said the Warrens. They said they saw some demonic presence coming out of your house, that they're gonna give you a visit.
Oh well, please. I'm totally on board with that. Okay.
Yo, he is from Massey, bro.
No, I'm from the Bronx. I live in Massachusetts, so let's not get crazy.
He's in Massachusetts, and he's around them same areas where our good old buddy H.P. Lovecraft is.
Yeah.
You're saying to me that he's in Salem?
Yo, no. He lives in Providence. He used to live in Providence, Rhode Island.
Because Salem's in Jersey.
How's that from you? How far is that, Lou?
That's about 45 minutes.
No, he lived in Providence, Rhode Island, bro.
He just wrote about New England because apparently there's nothing going on in Rhode Island.
Listen, the house that Lou lives in it got rats in the walls.
That's the hunter in the dark.
That is such a good story.
All right, here we go.
Oh, man.
So,
okay. Come on. Go.
Again, there are more that are coming that you can see in the rush of the Sahagin that are coming down the road. They're varying sizes. You can tell that there's young that are coming up as well. And one that does stick out that you do see, Narcissus, there's an older in the sense that the skin is graying and ashen, and it's not moving with the same. None of them can move with grace on dry land anyway. Well, she's moving like she has a bum hip. She's leaning heavily on a staff. And it takes her about 5 minutes. It takes her longer to get there than the rest. And they're all regarding you. Anyone in that first line, they definitely have their weapons around you. They give the entire group at least a good 5 or 6, like 6 feet of space before So you're in that circle, and she parts they part for her. And she comes directly in your line of sight. She's a head smaller than the others, and they measure at least 4.5 to 5 feet. So she's like a good foot shorter than they are, and you can see that they all regard her with the reverence of her age. So
when she comes, then I bow. I bow to her with my hands open like this.
Okay. So she regards you and turns to one of her people and says some words in her language, which I don't believe any of you understand.
And beat her with it.
Anyway, so we're gonna mute you. Oh my God. Way to break the tension there, you fucking jackhole. All right. So, in a guttural, common
Look at Lewis.
tongue. Yo, can I do this here, or you're the one that wanted to play, right?
No, go ahead. I just want Binks wanted to say hi to you.
I
Come
don't
on.
give a
Okay, go
shit
ahead, go.
about Binks. Okay,
Yeah.
I hope he falls
a
out the
super
window
Miss Nemo.
again. All right.
Okay, so go.
I hope she throws him out the window again, because you know she threw him out the first time. Now,
Nah, he fell out by
yeah,
accident.
she threw him out.
He has 4 legs. He doesn't fall out by accident. Anyway,
No.
All right. So she regards you, and you do the gesture, and she's like, "Oh, trespassers! What are you doing here in our lands?"
I explained to her that we're trying to get to a site that's in the middle, like almost in the middle of the swamp, but we can't go through that way. We're trying to go circumvent around to get to where we're trying to get to.
So a couple of of her people to her right, they start talking to her, and she turns and listens, and slams her staff in the ground, and it has all a bunch of baubles and shit, so it makes a weird noise like shh. And they stop and they bow and they slink back as if she just scolded them. It's like, you are bringer of rain. My scouts say they saw you bring rain and light. You bring fire from sky.
Like,
Bah.
dang it.
And she lifts up her gnarled finger and she points past you. Say, that thief stole from us. Felix is like, when you turn to look where she's pointing at Felix, and Kess is holding him in her arms, and you can see he quickly, as you turn, one of his eyes quickly shuts. And he's like,
Like we returned the item that was misappropriated.
what is that word?
We returned the item that was taken.
So she again turns and that's the only word. That's the wow sound for the Sahagin. It was hilarious.
The Morlocks.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. So one of her soldiers, he produces from his pouch what looks like a necklace, and she turns to you, say, "You go to dark place. You no go there. Bad, cursed."
I understand, but I have a child I have to retrieve from there that was taken.
So he speaks and blah, blah, blah. And out of the water, another one of a Sahagin comes out of the water, and they part to your left. You can see these bubbles, and they part. And this one is at least a head taller than all of them. And you can tell he's wearing garbs and armor, whereas the other ones, they had like little like plates here and there that they were able to stitch together. But he's wearing like, it looks
upper
like
armor.
fitted armor on his upper body, and he's without making you guys roll, you understand that he has a higher place in this camp. And as he comes out of the water and steps up, he's carrying an actual trident. And this one, it looks like it's made out of a bluish steel, and it has some gems encrusted in it. And he walks over. As he comes through the water and onto the dry land, they part for him, and all of them bow. Even the old lady gives a slight nod, bow. And as he walks past you, his big wide eyes, you know how the big giant fish eyes with no no whites, they just blink, and he looks you up and down. He walks past to the woman, and he bows to her, and engage in a conversation. And he turns to you and in a common tongue that is better than you would have imagined they'd be able to say. It's like, "You do not belong here. We have watched you. You have upset the gods and spirits of this land. They attack our people. Why do you go back?"
I go back to retrieve a child that was taken from us.
She is of your blood.
No, but I feel responsible for her.
What are your names?
Oh, my name is Narcissus. This is Durzo. This is Ukla. I forgot the girl's name. Damn, I forgot the girl's name. We've just met her, so. Cassie? Why do I want to say Cassie?
It is
S.
Cass.
Mm-hmm.
This is Cass, and this is Felix.
So, after a few moments of him, listening to you as you speak, and he turns to the elder, talk to her a bit, and he turns back to you and he says, "You bring rain, so we are in debt. We will let you pass. There is." They will. He says they will provide you with a raft and take you there, but you may never come back.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I want to offer this as a symbol of peace, which is the tentacle all chopped up into pieces and stuff like that. As like the,
Uh-oh.
So he looks down at it, and he turns and he walks away, and he says something, and a bunch of the young ones, they scurry from underneath legs and feet, and they rush towards you. It looks weird because it looks like a bunch of little 1.5 foot tall midgets running, loping towards you like because you're sitting, so they're at eye level. You're like, oh shit, like with nothing.
I'm gonna just be calm and just let them, I cleaned it up and everything like that for them to
wide mouth, fish face, milk teeth things just coming at you with little tiny clawed
it's
hands.
Basically a smaller version of them, of their normal size.
These look more vicious because they have no arms, no armaments, so they have nothing to distinguish them. So it just looks like a bunch of these little monsters coming at you. You just start peeing on. No, you don't pee on yourself. They're just like, and they surround you at first, and they're sniffing, and a bunch of them, they start grabbing at the things and start tearing at and fighting each other. A couple of them are looking at you like with curiosity, but it doesn't look like a child. It's a child's curiosity, but there's a
predatory.
Yes, that's the word.
Like a wildness
they're
to
just
it.
like sniffing.
Feral.
They're just like sniffing you, like. It's like, do we eat?
They're looking at me the way the nose looked at me when I was hanging from the bridge.
Yeah, it's like, so do we eat them now, or is? And they get summoned by the elder, and they all dissipate, leaving just like tiny bits and scraps. It's like,
I'm good with that. I'm gonna get up, clean off my bowl, and put my bowl in my backpack.
So the elder, she stamps her staff down, and she barks her orders. And says, "Follow them." There's like 4 of her soldiers. They will take you to raft left by other intruders.
Thank you.
So she walks. The other ones, for the most part, with the exception of the dozen or so that were surrounding you, they all just jump back into the water.
Lewis, I go to Narcissus and I ask Narcissus, hey, wait a second. Looks like she knows about the people that we're chasing after. You maybe want to see if you get some information off of her?
Yeah, I was about to say that. You the man. Yeah. So I said, I'm like, oh, how do I do? Your Highness?
You know, I'm still.
I try to catch her. She's like, Your Highness.
So she does not stop, but the ones behind her and the ones taking her rear, they turn to the sound of your voice, but they don't. It doesn't look like there's no way for you to know if they have any understanding. They just turn to your voice.
So like, I asked her, even though I still have it back to me, it's like, Your Highness, the ones that left behind the raft, were they draped in black robes, and black cloaks?
So again, the two in the rear regard you, and then one of them turns and he starts muttering. So then at this point she stops and turns, and she says, "Yes, they wore those things."
Those are the ones we're chasing after. Those are the ones who stole the child.
We see no child, just wicked men.
Oh man, that's no good.
Were there 3?
So she again speaks to the people around her, to her kind, and a couple of them, they go back and forth with her, and she's like, "No more than 3."
Which is most likely the Lord, Jared, and maybe one of his men, or the guy in the horse who's summoning the demons.
Dude, there's only 4 of us, bro.
So, all right. Thank you.
Let's see, blows off.
Shit.
And they
Yeah, wait, hold on. Before we leave, ask her which direction they went.
They're gonna take us there, dude. We're taking the raft back. Wait a minute. If they were in there, how would they?
Point I'm trying to make. If the raft is where are they?
Did the men in black? Did they leave the swamp?
Are you
Or
asking?
did they go? Yeah, I asked it. Those men in black. Did they leave the swamp, or did they go to the evil place?
She says, he says, "Wicked men were here on the last autumn moon."
Oh crap! When was that? Are we in autumn?
I know I had that written down, but
The moon. Did the moon in your world, is it on a 30-day cycle or a 28-day cycle?
it's on a 30-day cycle, and it's the winter solstice right now. So it could be that they have been here before.
Oh wow! All right.
Because the autumn moon was about 45 days ago.
All right. Thank you.
So they finally go out of voice. I know what I'm saying. Damn it! Now you follow this soldier. He's like, and they you can see there are 3 in the water, and they were pushing it. You know, they were pushing it back. It doesn't look very sturdy. It looks sturdy enough that the 5 of you can get on it, but it's just a simple log raft that's tied with twines. There is a pole that they use to push it. And the 2 of them, they come out from the water with 2 more you know, that they were carrying along with them. And they drop them on that, and they all finally, all but one finally spread out and go back into the water. And the one that's still standing is like, yeah, yeah.
So I'll get on the raft and start moving in the direction they tell us to move it.
Okay. The water is you know, it's shallow in certain places, deeper in others. You can still see the bubbles from where that tentacled creature was, and on certain spots you can see the bubbles. Your perception specifically, Narcissus, is high enough that occasionally you see them like following, but they're keeping their distance. And you get to where you can see the entrance to the valley, and it has it's not so much a valley anymore, but there is at least at least 3 feet of water that's flowing into it, so you can hear that. You can see the entrance, but it's covered up to about 3 feet with water.
Fuck. Didn't we go in through the back? There was another way we went into it.
Yeah, but it's for you you wouldn't have to navigate this entire thing.
Oh crap.
As a matter of fact, no, you went in through the subterranean with
underground
with
the tunnels.
Yeah, with Gorn, I think it was. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Gorn and his pack. So this is the only way above ground to go through.
All right. All right, guys. So
yeah, I mean,
Now
I'm waiting on you guys. You get up onto you get to where there's that the raft won't go anymore because of the whatever. There's some sticks and branches that are sticking up that you would have to jump into the water in order to get to the entrance. Now, from what you remember, the path does lead to the entrance. The water from where it is to where you remember it, it's probably about 2.5 to 3 feet, so you can walk through it, and you won't need the raft from this point.
Okay, so let's walk it and then.
guess we'll have to walk it.
All right.
Yeah.
Jump in.
But is looking around though, is there any place we can actually stop the rest? Because everyone's beat up.
No, there's nothing. There's no dry land. You're literally in the swamp.
All right.
You can.
There is a
I
spot
mean,
in-
you can rest right on the raft. That's really the only other option. So Cass is like, okay, so what are we doing? So you said that's it there?
Yep, that's it in there. That's where all the evil is.
It's like, does any you? She points to you. She's like, Durzo, right? She said, you're a healer. Can you heal this? Can you heal this goblin? And
He's already healed. He got 13 hit points healed.
It's like, I don't know what hit points are. Because
No,
I'm in character.
I've healed him. So I'm gonna go and smack him in the face. Stop faking it. I'm gonna throw you in the water.
Say
You
thank
better
the
stop
gods
it.
that
Oh,
you
can we
healed
go,
Felix, and he has been working by your manliness, elfliness.
I'm
And
gonna.
she
What else
she
did you
just-
steal?
She's just like, you've been faking this whole time, you little shite. And she drops him.
I look at it. I'm like, not for nothing. He was in a very soft spot. I would have faked it too.
she just drops him. He's like, ah! And
If I was him, I would have faked it too.
It's like, but you were so soft. You heal Felix with softness, soft pillows. She's like, oh,
I mean, we're gonna.
all right.
What? So what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to rest at least
I remember.
I'm
When
Inside?
we went in through the front entrance, there was a room there that we could be able to go in. We already murked the stuff that was in there. We just barricaded down and we rest in there.
I was gonna say the same thing.
It's dry. We'll make a real small fire.
yeah.
We got some rations that we could eat, drink some water.
Wait a second, hold on, because I'm a little confused. Weren't we gonna go back to the town? That's why
No,
we went
we were
around.
going back to the town. Well, what happened was we went back for dry land
We got
to
to ask.
rest.
That's what happened.
Right.
And then we
go
were
back-
going back to the.
No, I mean, no.
The intent was to go back until you were like, oh no, I did something dick and dumb. And
Yeah,
then
we were
you got hurt.
supposed to not get in any confrontations, get to this place and be
I don't know.
healed, but you made it worse for us.
Yeah, basically. You had to throw Felix in the water.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know
Yeah,
what you guys.
we're gonna
talking
send you the
about.
videotape later.
That's a good thing. It's
No,
all recorded.
The videotape.
It's a live fake news.
It's edited. It's not me. It's the demons that you paying are editing.
But
the
anyway,
video.
there is a spot inside that we could probably I'm hope that is dry. We can probably rest at.
Oh my God, we're going back into this damn wretched place. Oh Jesus Christ.
We gotta get that girl back, bro.
Okay, come on, let's go back in. Shit, man, we're gonna need a damn army in this place, man.
We had an army, we failed. Let's try it now with us.
He said we failed.
Okay, let's go. Shit, man, this fucking place is dangerous, man.
So, Lou, like, I mean, if you put the map up, but I remember there was.
No,
There's a room that we already cleared out,
yeah.
and there's like some barrels and stuff in there, and with.
That's the room that we found Binks in. And remember, I mean, I'm this guy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Binks?
Thanks.
I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking about my cat, man. That's the room that we found a little thief over here.
Yeah, the room before that.
All right. So, once Felix gets up and he's like, but you were so soft. And he finally takes measure of where you are. He's like, oh.
Oh my God. I think I feel.
Yeah, we're taking you back. We can't deal with you no more.
He just, are you seriously saying that?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, that's fucked up. But so he's like, he goes to you, Narzo. He's like, Master, why is Felix and Master back at this horrible place?
I'm gonna look him dead in his eyes, and I'm gonna tell him the little girl was taken here.
Oh, he's like little elf child is here.
Yes,
Why,
they
Master?
have her.
Oh, so Master has to go. Well, good luck, Master. No.
Yeah, thanks. as I grab him by the scruff of his neck and start carrying him in
Oh no, no.
like a suitcase.
Oh, but Felix doesn't want to go.
Like keep making that kind of noise, you're gonna have to fight soon.
Yo, Lou.
You got quiet. Good. Yeah, I understood.
I have a question. What type of animals do they have around here?
It's a swamp, so you're not seeing a whole ton of animals. You can hear. It's mostly insects. There's some snakes you saw here and there, but as far as large animals, none.
No really big snakes.
No really big. No prison breaking snakes that burn down prisons and murder tieflings who refuse to take off their helmets.
No, honestly, there's any medium-sized snakes around. Cause I'll try and convince one to come with us.
I will say that in your traveling here, you were if that's your intent, you were able to at least get one.
Okay.
You know, it's sort of like a water moccasin, but you know this it has venom enough to kill animals, but not enough to kill humans.
Oh, if it's venom enough to kill animals, it's more than enough to kill a human.
Is there any rodents around here? Anything like rats, anything like that
No.
that I could see? No.
Definitely.
What about
not.
birds?
Yeah,
Birds everywhere.
This is it's a good thing you put down the controller and now you can focus because I've already explained all of this.
I'm just double checking, bro. Just double checking. That's, the demons.
Okay. You get to the entrance. The door, if you guys can remember, it is open because you never closed it when you came back and as you're going back and forth. So there's a rush of water going in. However, the way someone designed this tomb so that the water flows down the steps into crevices and flows away into these crude but effective drains on the side of the steps. So it's not necessarily flooding the entire entrance, because it does go down a few and then you go into the actual tomb, the crypt itself. So getting back down, and I'll switch to that map. Just give me a moment, so you guys can have a better idea. Go, and I will take.
I had a dumb question, but I knew the answer already, so I didn't bother asking.
Okay.
Hey, don't hurt your axe. There's no such thing as a dumb question.
Now, when I got that crit on that witch bolt, since I don't have to roll again to hit, is it each round? Was it a crit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I like the way that he's answering the question.
Yeah, of course. You know that one already. I mean, why ask that question? You know
That's
that
a dumb
already.
question. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
each round is not a crit. I know.
That's
Although it'd been cool if it was.
No, it is a crit.
That spell would be broken if that was the case.
yeah, definitely.
No, it's in that book. What is it?
Here we go.
World of Monsters #9. That one.
Oh my lord.
So the controller's back in your hand, I see.
I don't know. There is no controller back in my hand. Yo, I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna be like, do you think that I should summon you think I should do a ritual to get a bird so the bird could go in and start flying ahead of us, just to alert us of any form of danger that's coming to us?
You're asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Of course.
a bird would be useless in underground. Why don't you
No,
call
not
bat?
a rat. Well, that okay.
Not a
so
rat,
then-
a bat. I said a bat. I would call a bat if I had that ability.
How long takes the annual ritual to do? Hold on.
10 minutes? My rituals take 10 minutes.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me wait till this guy stops talking to the demons, and then.
What are you talking about,
So
me?
Lou, I'm gonna get off the boat.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you guys are doing. You
Yeah,
guys
we
have
all
already
off the
done
boat.
that.
We're in
gonna-
front of the
I'm
I
gonna
got
t-
off and I went inside.
I'm gonna tie the boat off, and then when we do go inside, I'm gonna close the door so water stops coming in.
Okay.
Are you gonna put the map up?
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Just give me a second.
All right.
If it's safe to do so, even though the map's not up yet, I will gingerly make our way towards that one room where we made camp last time.
Okay.
And I asked Durzel if I can have the key back.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to examine it more. If we're gonna take here time and rest, I can
I'm just
cast.
letting you know, we get hit by a lightning bolt in here, we're gonna have problems.
Listen, if we get a hit with a lightning bolt under here, we have a lot more problems than you think.
Well, you got less hit points than I do, so you'll be more hurt than I am. Here, take it. Curse it. Damn.
So I look at him like, not for nothing, buddy. Not for nothing. I'm very resistant to magic. If anyone's gonna get hurt more than me, it'll be because that was a really bad.
It'll be Ukla. It won't be me.
Right about
We'll let
that.
him take all the damage.
And on that note, I hand Durzel and I hand Ukla the 2 potions,
Okay.
Oh, cool.
one each.
That you just remembered?
I didn't just remembered it. I
Oh,
just
okay.
was holding out, but they need it more than I do because I'm gonna make sure they're in front.
Nice.
I'm not a general. I leave from the back. I'm a diplomat.
That's what I was doing. I remember whose game I did that in. I was just like, no, you guys go ahead. Surround me, please. You take all the hits. I don't need that shit. Okay. So we're gonna bring you guys back into this map here.
Lou, would that be a potion of healing greater?
No, it's minor.
Oh, but we're gonna have to rest anyway.
No, yeah. Just hold on to it so you guys will have it.
They don't even have it.
It's a first level spell. So it's like 1d8 plus 1 or some shit like that.
All right, so then I'm just gonna write it in, I guess, because it's custom or
It
something.
should be in there though. That's weird.
Should be. Let me see if I can find
It
it.
starts off with greater, then it goes to superior, then it goes to supreme.
Potion.
No, you just put in potion of healing.
There's potion. Yeah, he's right. There's potion healing greater, supreme, and superior. That's what's listed in here.
Yeah, so it's 2d4 plus 2.
That's 10d4. That's 8d4. 44. So yours is 2d4 plus 2, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There you guys go. You'll have to write it in though. It really isn't
Yeah,
listed here. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm saving mines.
No, yeah. Because you're gonna rest. There's no sense in wasting it. Use it when you're fighting. Dude, I got that Tasha book, yo. I want to hit 5th level.
What is it, 5th or 4th level?
Oh, I want 4th level for my feet, which I'm trying to figure out how to get. And then at 5th level, if I'm still a warlock, I'm gonna get there's an invocation that I could put your guys' names in my book, and I can write in my book a question, and you guys will hear it like a sending spell, and I can get your answer back at me.
So you guys can see yourself in the map, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You might have to refresh if you don't. So
I just have to change the resolution on it a little because it's blurry.
yeah, I'm gonna throw Velix in there too.
There we go.
Okay. So I'll move your tokens so you guys can move back. You're move back into this room here. Okay. And
If I remember correctly, we cleaned it up more, right? Those bodies aren't there anymore.
well, you didn't necessarily clean it up. You used it to. They were the ones that animated that you broke. That table that's there on this map is not there anymore because that was smashed. But there was the secondary storage room, which is where you found Velix, which was here. There is no light, so you would have to light up a torch, which Kess does because she does not have night vision. I don't believe Tieflings have night vision.
All right.
I don't know.
So-
I can't remember.
What we're gonna do is, because we need to rest. I don't need nothing trying to come through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Is let's barricade the door, take one of those stone coffins and put it up against the door. So at least it gives us time to get our shit together just in case if something's gonna walk through.
Okay. Now, let's
help him with
do an active perception for you guys. So just roll your perception, please.
And so he begins. I have an 11. My passive is better.
Right. If the way I'm looking at the perception,
13.
rolling an active perception, unless you roll a, well, you know what? Never mind.
There's no
Well,
sense
I
in-
rolled a 14.
Never mind.
Yep.
Okay. So, Durzo, you notice. And by the way, can you change your character name from Azoth to Durzo unless that's your actual name? Your character's actual name is Azoth, or is that just the icon you chose?
If you're talking to
No. I'm sorry. Durzel Blint is my real name, and what is it? Steve and Ukla know my real name. I go by Azoth to everybody else.
Okay.
Wait,
You
so
have not done that yet.
You
though.
have
How
not
would-
done that at all. You've been telling everybody your real name.
Yeah, let's let you know.
Wow.
He's gonna
That's
start
what it
doing
is.
it now. He's gonna start doing it now.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna start doing
He
it
said,
Well,
now. That was so good. Wow.
That was pro.
tieflings do have night vision, so it would only be Ukla is the only blind
Me.
bat in here.
That's fine. I will cast
Jesus
light on
Christ.
Ukla's sword.
Okay. The
Well,
what
okay.
you notice, Azoth or Durzo, whatever the fuck your name is
I'll
that
change the name on the character.
there is nothing in this room. No.
You mean it's cleaned out?
It's been cleaned out.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna inspect the door.
Mhm.
Due to age, is the wood dry rotted? Is it easy? When I look at it, because I remember all the doors were heavy doors.
Yeah.
It took a little time for the doors to break down.
Mhm.
Is this door in a worse predicament than the other ones?
Aside from the busted bolt that you guys broke it down in, no, nothing. It's still in good condition.
Okay. So there is nothing in this room to now there's a separate room that where we found our little goblin friend that's right in that's in this room. From this room there's another room.
Yeah, to the side.
I'm gonna go into that room and see if there's anything in there so I can barricade it.
Okay. In that room, there's just the wooden shelves. Everything else has been cleaned out of this room. No barrels, no nothing. So all the wood,
Okay.
except for that shelf, which was heavily bolted into the stonework as a support, to brace it. That's the only thing that was there. But you can see signs that there were chunks that were torn out of it, as if someone was trying to cut, to break it, but had given up on it because the wood had petrified to the point where it was like steel.
And it's bolted to the wall.
It's in sections as support for additional weight.
Oh, it's like a wooden beam.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing else.
No.
All right.
Okay, yo, I'm gonna grab my little corner and start resting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait for Durzo to tell me the things that he's not saying yet.
So I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna grab Narcissus. I'm gonna say, look, there's nothing. Everything is gone. Don't you notice? Remember the stone caskets gone. The
So
wooden
now-
table gone. We have
I'm gonna
nowhere.
I'm gonna use investigation and see how long ago this stuff was moved, because we were here before it moved.
Right.
So we should be able to recognize the sense of time.
Yep. So you don't need to make that roll. That because you are correct in that you were here before. So it looks like it had been moved maybe a day or so ago. You can tell by the drag marks and the layer of dust that had accumulated that from where all this material had been taken out of this room.
So
Where did it drag to?
I was about to ask Durzo if he could track this.
It's leading back out. There's only one door. So there's the adjacent room doesn't lead to anything. It's all stone.
It goes back out into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the fork, and then I guess
No, I wouldn't.
I stop.
I'm gonna stop Narcissus. So let's rest up first.
Yeah.
Let's rest up. So what I'll do, is I'm gonna in this room, Lou.
Mm-hmm.
There's those wooden beams too, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I am going to take two pans, tie them with my rope. I'm gonna tie them to the rope. And what I'm gonna do is I want to take from one beam to another beam the rope across the door. So if somebody opened the door, the pans hit the wall, and that'll wake us up.
Movie trap.
It's sort of an alarm.
Yeah, because I only got one sword. What I could do is I could take my last dagger
Mm-hmm.
and wedge it into the stone to kind of hold the door closed. Because the floors are back in those days were basically cobblestone, so there's always a little gap in between. So I just want to kind of like wedge it in there. I'm not banging it. I'm just wedging it.
Okay.
Good night, dude. Come on, give me a hug.
Aww.
Oh, so cute.
It's so
It was a Kodak moment.
it's so adorable when you have to force your kids to love you.
Whatever. That's you, Steve.
Me?
Yeah.
I got girls. You abuse them, they love you forever.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Like they like it.
Imagine his house is a dungeon.
He just walks by and punches his daughters in the face.
He comes by.
Yo,
by.
Lou, are your
he
glasses
pushes it.
fogging up?
Yeah. It's weird.
The camera's pretty good. I saw it.
Maybe you should take your hat off. You little hot dip.
Well, maybe you should stop messing with those demons and have us roll correct.
I don't know,
But
man.
You know that's a sign, right?
He got a cauldron in the middle of his living room. Like three witches with no eyes and they're cooking.
There was no need for all that. All right, let me move you guys. Wait a minute.
So my last dagger, let me get rid of it.
Well, you can retrieve it. It has to be a last dagger.
Yeah, that's true. I always think we're running. So
Just cause,
Yeah, we've been
that's
doing a
because
lot of
you're
running lately.
usually running.
Yeah, I'm pretty much fed up with this. We need to get this girl back.
All right.
not only that, if we could get the Lord back, that would be
We
great
gotta get
too.
the Lord back. Yeah, we forgot about him.
I didn't forget about him. He's old. He can die. Yeah, I need the girl back. She wanted to be my little apprentice. Now she considers taking her in.
That's very evil. That's all I gotta say.
Why is that evil? I was literally gonna become a bard just so I can cheat or something. Otherwise, I don't want to start creating insane children running around and sacrificing shit to eldritch gods. That's just
pretty
horrible.
Okay. Yikes.
You would, you Lovecraft crony.
You would. All right, hold on for a second. I'm gonna get a drink really quickly.
That'd be good because I gotta go take a leak.
All
No,
right,
he's not gonna go edit shit. He's gonna talk to the witches. Talking about, please don't unfog my glasses.
so
no more.
we're gonna take a
People
quick
gonna
break.
notice.
5 or 6 minutes. Fucking
You
savage.
see like babies in a green liquid in a big hole.
I told you.
Hold
you
on.
somebody's
Let
gonna
me
find
angle
out.
my camera away from that.
They all share like this one eye. That's the only way they can see.
You
I know that
you
was in that
got
movie.
problems.
Wasn't that Clash of the Titans?
Okay, so here we are. You guys resting. You set up your pan alarm, and for the most part, you're able to rest here. There's some snoring here and there, people shifting, but for the most part, you don't.
Lou.
Yes.
So 1 second, I'm sorry. I could heal and get all my stuff through meditation, and that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not just to still be aware.
Is that a skill?
That's a thing that the elves have.
They don't sleep; they meditate.
Oh, okay. So essentially, you're using your meditation as your healing,
right?
To that everyone else as your rest, for your full rest. Okay.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that spell on the key. See if I can glean any function from it.
All right. Let me
It's a ritual and I cast it from the book. That's 5 ways to rest.
And you don't need the components when you have the book, right?
No, my focus is my crystal is a focus.
Okay, so the item is obviously magic, but it is incomplete. It requires a final piece in order for you to discern what it actually does, outside of the obvious that it is shaped as a key. So there's the end piece that's still missing.
All right. So in its present state, there's no function.
Correct.
All right. I'll look at this key, give it a baneful stare, put it away.
Okay. So for Durzo, please make a perception check.
$15.
All right. So second. There's you had felt from underneath the door as you're meditating, there was a sudden pull of air. Like if you're here, if you're sitting and you're meditating, and from under the door you can hear like that, like if wind, like if the air from the room is being sucked out really quickly. And it snaps you out of it to where you're looking at the door, and you can see like where there were cobwebs and dust bunnies along the bottom of the door. There's maybe about a quarter inch of space between the door and the floor, and you can see the dust is being pulled in underneath it, and it lasts for a few seconds and then it stops.
So
it doesn't disturb anybody else, but since you're meditating, you're in a semi-conscious state. So that's why I gave you that roll.
I am going to slide over to Narcissus and Ukla, and I'm gonna wake them up.
Okay, you've been asleep for like 4 hours.
So that's half. That's half, right?
Yeah, you need to do a full in order to get any hit points. So you can resume it, but you won't get anything from this point.
Well, we're not doing anything strenuous, so it shouldn't affect the long rest yet.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, technically you are correct.
I'm gonna explain what happened.
So I'm gonna tell them it's possible they opened up the door, the outside door, and that's where you get the wind pulling in.
Well, I'm gonna be whispering very, very low, so that we all I don't want to make really no noise. So I'm just let it be known, just you can't go into too much of a deep sleep, and get ready just in case. And I will let the girl know too. I'm gonna wake her up and let Kes know.
Okay. So she obviously takes out her weapon. She says, "Is something coming?"
I think something opened the door outside, like Ukla said.
either the door outside or another door inside. But that the change of air, the direction of air changed. So just be aware.
Okay.
Just be ready. So basically, like, I'm putting my back to the wall, Lou, and I have my short sword out, and I also have my bow. So first thing was,
so you have your short sword in your hand and your bow in the other one?
the sword is right next to me, and the bow is right in my lap with an arrow already notched in.
Okay.
So
Lou, I want to ask you a question. Can I look under the door to see if there's anything
It's
in
only like
the
a
hallway or anything like that?
I mean, you can try, but it's a quarter inch is not that much space. And remember, you can't see in the dark.
So I'm gonna tell one of them. I can't look in the dark. Can y'all look under to see if there's any light or anything like that under there on the other
so
side?
I'm gonna pop
Seeing
my
light
head
is what is that you can see, but you can't see anything.
So
Unless,
but
unless
I'll
there's a
tell them
lantern.
it's true because I
You
can't
guys
see
had
anything.
you guys do have a torch in the room. I'm
no, we're
assuming.
not having no torch on.
Okay.
He's got to keep that lidded sword under a blanket or something. No light.
Put it in a sheath.
No,
Yeah.
that lasts for only an hour anyway, right?
So Lou, I'm gonna look
Yeah,
under the
that could be
door.
quick though.
I'm gonna look under the door since I do got night vision
Dark
or
vision.
dark vision.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look under. I'm not right next to the door, but I'm gonna look under to see if I see any movement.
No, you do not.
That she has a paranoia.
I can just picture. I go like that. You see a dagger in your eye.
This years of playing my game have made you guys super paranoid. But it's not without merit. You do not see anything under the door, but you do hear footfalls, I should say, and there's the slight sound of
a drag.
no, not a drag, but like metal. You know, like crinking of metal.
Does it sound like the same armored? What is it?
Talking about those animated armors.
Yes.
No.
All right.
And they made
So-
they made heavy footfalls, by the way. They did not stealth.
So I'm gonna.
So there's somebody in here.
So basically, I'm gonna point to Narcissus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna point to my ear, point to my feet, point outside the door. I'm gonna look at Kes. Kes looking. She must be looking towards my way, right?
She's looking.
So
You're
they
right
both
at the
know.
door, so she's looking with her
Now the
a
only
weapon
thing
and
is,
shield.
I'm gonna point to Narcissus,
Mhm.
point to my mouth, and point to Ukla to let him know, because
But
Ukla can't see my movements.
Ukla's like,
I tell Ukla that there's movement outside. Armored
Okay.
footsteps.
Okay, yo, Lou, I'm gonna drink the potion. How much the potion gives you?
Wait, don't drink anything. Even if it's a short rest, you get to use your dice for the short rest to heal.
Okay. Okay, so let's wait. So I'm gonna tell him what do you want to do? Whisper low to him. What do you want to do? We should investigate it to see what it is.
so in the room, I hear.
Oh my
Yo,
lord!
why is it that you always make him mess everything up for us all the
I'm
time?
just kidding. But
He's been there, the dude's been in there sleeping the whole time. So
he's still asleep. Nobody woke him up. Master, don't drown me. Like, no, he doesn't say that. I'm saying,
you should. Fucker got us go almost.
You got a PTSD to water now.
yeah,
You know
between
what?
forcing him to bathe and drowning him.
You know what?
Yeah,
It
right.
is- It is perfect.
No.
what I'm gonna with hand signals, I'm basically gonna point to Narcissus and just say him and Ukla to be on one side, and me and Kes on the other side of the wall. So we're basically
All right. So on the
if
map,
anybody tries to come through the
just
door,
ping on the map
we're-
where what you're talking about.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Where's the doorway?
The door is
Sorry,
right in front of you.
Okay. So basically, myself.
This is the
over
door.
here, and she
That's
could be over
weird
here.
that
She
Oh, I
could
know
be
what I
over
did.
here.
I'm sorry. That's that lighting. That door is in the wrong spot.
I don't see
There
the
you go.
door exactly.
You should see it now.
I still don't see the door.
You don't
Well,
see? I see it. It's right there. This is the door right
No.
here.
This is the
Okay.
door. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't really see it.
I'm on
So
this side. Well,
myself is there.
Mm-hmm.
Cass will be next to me. Narcissus is there. Ukla is behind Narcissus. Drag the little goblin. Matter of fact, just leave him there. Just leave him there. When they walk in, let them see him first, and then we'll have a sneak attack.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna point to Narcissus, and I'm gonna point to the pan, and I'm gonna point as to cut the rope, so we could take the pans without them making any noise.
So I take down the pan.
No,
Same
I
here.
also point. I told Narcissus the dagger is holding the door.
So I tell him telepathically, the same way I should have said I was telling to Ukla that the dagger's on the floor, still holding it.
As soon as you mention it, you can hear the very light footfalls on the outside of the door, and the handle is being moved like to open it very slowly, and there's
The dagger's where? In the middle of the door right here?
he's
middle?
jammed it into the door frame, or in the floor.
He jammed it into the floor between the cobblestones to hold the door.
Right. So wherever he
Can
put
I-
it, it's offering the enough resistance that you can hear what the door is like it's like moving. It's like like they're trying to push through it, but then you can hear some whispers, and then the handle goes back really slowly, and the footfalls move away from the door. You can now see the light is streaming from underneath the door of like it's either a torch or a lantern, like torchlight. So and then it moves away.
All right, so
We should-
listen,
we should see who it is.
listen. Before this goes any further, because we know we're not going to no longer rest. Roll your freaking dice to get back your hit points, please.
Okay. What do I have to? How many dice do I roll?
It's a short rest. You're level 3. You got 3d10.
You can
Oh, what,
choose
12?
up to choose up to roll three of your hit die.
And you can do them one at a time, so you don't have to choose them all at once.
Okay.
Same thing with you, Durzo.
I didn't lose no hit points.
You didn't take any hit point damage?
No.
Me
No,
neither.
I'm the only one who got hit.
So you get
Okay,
one on
so
that
that-
first one.
Okay, 1, 3,
Mhm.
and 4.
So that's 8.
7, that's 8. That's 8 on top of whatever you already had.
I had 5.
Oh my god. Seriously.
I'm at 13 hit points.
I
Fuck
did
it,
not,
let's go.
I did not pay for that.
What happened?
I said I didn't pay for that. All right, hold on a second. All right.
Okay, let's go. Open the door.
So, I'm going to retrieve the dagger from the floor.
Okay. So again, I'm not assuming how you're doing it.
Quietly, gently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to rattle. I'm not going to rattle the door.
Now, Lou, the light that was underneath the door, did it disappear?
It slowly moved away, so it slowly faded, as if it's moving away from it.
Now, what I want to do is look under the door and see if it's, because you'll still see the glow if they went back 10 feet, 15, 20 feet.
Right.
There'll still be a little bit of a glow. Do I still see some glow?
It fades. It rapidly fades away to where there's nothing, and your dark vision kicks in, but you don't see anything else underneath the door.
Now, question: Did it fade in the sense of somebody turning it off?
There's no way for you to tell that.
Yes, if it's a rapid fade, or did it fade in the sense of like somebody walking away? Because for it to fade fast,
It
that
doesn't-
means they ran, and then I could have heard them.
I'm only going to say that it doesn't fade fast. Because there's really no way for you to quantify looking underneath whether or not it
Don't
was,
try
it
me.
was snuffed
Don't
out.
try me. Don't try me.
I am.
Okay.
Swear to God, I hate you.
It's all right.
Come on, let's open up this door.
All right.
So I'm gonna point. I hear Ukla already in a rush. Nick only got 13 hit points. So I'm gonna put up my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say with my hand. I'm gonna make it as like footsteps, pointing to the way of where the light went,
Mm-hmm.
letting them know. And I'm gonna walk up to all four of them.
Narcissus is already. He said he's jiggling. He's taking out the dagger. He's just gingerly pulling it out. So he he pulls it out as you're walking towards him.
I'm gonna grab Ukla's arm. I'm gonna bring him close towards Narcissus. I'm gonna tell Kes to come over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say they left. They went deeper in. Did the light go towards the entrance or towards more inside?
It faded towards the right, and there is no other way to go to the left. So it's back. So there's an L shape.
Yep.
So it would go, and I'm going to show you right now. If I can. So it goes in an L shape. See that?
Okay. And
so the light faded this way.
Right. My question. So I can't even know if they went outside or they went down another hallway.
No way to tell that.
The only thing you know for a fact is that they didn't go to the storage room.
Right, because the storage room is directly it's
The other
connected to your room, not, and then there's no other way into that room. You know that for a certainty.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I have a weary feeling about it. Move back. They probably turned off the light. The door opens inward.
Yes.
I'm thinking let's just all lean to one side and just slightly open the door and leave Felix laying there.
Yes, the door opens this way.
I'm good with that.
So
I'm good.
What we're gonna do is just let the door just like.
Before we open the door, I'm gonna grab the little kid and I'm gonna tie him up and throw him in my backpack.
Felix?
A little kid.
The little kid that goes all the time.
I remember that. It's an old running joke.
So basically tie a piece of rope to the door handle
Mm-hmm.
and just slightly let it open, like if the door just with air, it's moving.
All right, so for the one viewer that we have, the reason why they're doing this, historically, nothing good comes from a dungeon door opening too quickly. At least in my game. That is an old thing. I don't know why they keep reviving it. It doesn't always happen, but better to safe than sorry. Right, fellas? Okay, so you tie the rope to the handle and you pull it. The door itself, it isn't quietly. It's not making a lot of noise, but when you pull it, the slower you pull it, the more that the rust is catching. So it's like,
It's okay.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
All right. You know what I'm saying, right? When you open up.
Right. What I'm doing is I'm not opening it all the way.
Uh-huh.
I'm just opening it like if the door just.
To crack it open.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And because you're opening it, you're the one opening it, right? So you're
Right. I have the rope tied to it.
Yep.
I'm behind the door.
So you have to be.
And I'm just pulling it just a little bit. Then it just like opens up like if.
All right.
Like if air pushed it.
All right. So I moved you here because that's where you would need to position yourself in order to open it.
Kes got to be behind us too. Kes can't be over.
That's right. You
there,
told her
we're
to
all
move.
behind the door.
All right. So it's like a Scooby-Doo episode.
That's exactly what it is.
So you
deadly consequences.
you turn the handle enough for it to actually it's a broken handle. So you just you're pulling on the door, and it does make that noise. Then you open it. How far are you opening it? Like just a crack, an inch, 6 inches, a foot? Because remember, if you're pulling it, if you're pulling
is
it,
literally the
right,
6 inches is really like that much. That's all I'm opening.
Okay, but if you're opening it that way and it opens towards you, you're not going to see into the hallway. The only one that would be able to see anything would be Narcissus, and that's only because he can see through the crack on the frame.
It's totally fine.
Okay, just want to make sure that we're clear.
Right.
Okay.
So what do I see in the crack?
Okay. You don't see. You just see the wall. You don't have it. You don't. You only have a sliver of space to see, but you do. At some point, you can see a light. That torch light. It's filling the space in that hallway again. And now you can see
my short sword.
Now you can see a long shadow along the wall. It's growing bigger.
All right. Well, I tell them all telepathically that they're coming back this way. It looks like.
Okay.
That's perfect music for this. Now, are you guys doing anything else?
I got my short. I'm crouched down, short sword ready. I'm going for gut stabs. That's what I'm going for.
God damn. And by the way, you only have one short sword.
I know that. I didn't mention anything about the second one.
You said it in the plural, so I just want to make sure you're clear.
No, I said my short sword.
I swear to God, I hate you.
Is that I got a lift? I got a lift.
All that wood grinding.
Oh.
You keep on. I'm gonna go to your house and eat it.
You want to eat this rotten wood? Go right ahead.
That just makes it easier to chew. Now,
insurance. Animal attack.
Oh damn! Wild beaver attacks.
They don't give Puerto Ricans insurance.
That's just rough.
That's because Puerto Ricans use real wild animals to attack their own home. They get the insurance money.
You bad.
I'm just saying.
I just went off the rails.
Just to let you know, we're all Puerto Ricans.
That went off the rails quick.
Somebody like racist.
Okay.
Self-loathing.
You can make out a silhouette of what looks like someone in armor. He has a helmet with a faceplate that comes all the way down. You can just see the slits, the indentation for the nose piece, and a small little slit for the mouth. And
listen, I can see all that.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize it?
With the heightened tension, I'm gonna have you make a perception check.
Yes, sir. Completely understand. You just want the die roll to screw me over. I mean,
so it's too quick. This person, I say it's a person, is coming towards you. He has a wide buckler shield, so it's a round shield, not a buckler. Buckler is a small one, but it's a round shield. He has a sword in his hand, and he has it in a position like at the ready as he's coming towards. The light is directly behind him.
Lewis.
Yes.
I'm just saying. What he will notice is just like when he opens the door, the only thing really, I mean, look, I know there's perception and stuff, but basically the only thing visible when walking in is just going to be Felix sleeping on the floor.
Why is he? Anyway,
Okay, so he comes to the door. And he's by the door, and you can feel. Well, not feel. Why did I say that? You can hear like as he's using his sword as a sort of a mechanism to push the door open, and as he's pushing the door open and moving it open to where it's blocking Narcissus, that would mean that you're directly behind the door. So he pushes it wide enough and almost pushes it on top of you. Now, unless you're just staying there, the door is literally is not pinned you to where you can't move. But you know what I'm talking about. It's like you're directly behind the door and it's right on top of you.
That's exactly what I want.
And he moves in.
Is he by himself? Is there anyone else behind him?
You can hear the footfalls behind. You can hear footfalls behind him, but there's not. You don't. You're not able to discern how many, but there are multiple. And
how many, Luke? Can I be able to determine with perception?
Yeah, go ahead and make him perception.
I still have that dagger in my hand that I plucked out of the floor.
Okay.
He made a freaking 19.
You're able to discern at least 3 more.
So
now I'm gonna point to Narcissus and say, letting it be known, 3 more.
When I feel that this guy is in the room, I'm gonna slam the door behind him closed and shove the dagger back into the floor. And hopefully the rest of them jump him.
Okay.
Well,
I'm hoping.
Once that door closed, I'm thrusting the sword. Remember, I said I'm low.
Oh no!
Okay, so you can't tell him what to do in this. So he comes into the room and he you can hear this. You can hear the slight snoring from Felix, just breaking the tension of the room. He's like,
That's fine.
and that draws his attention as he turns and he sees him, and you see he lowers his shield and his sword to his side, not necessarily at ease position, but he's just like cocking his head to the side.
Now, Luke,
Hold on for a second. Well, hold on. So Narcissus, you slam the door behind. He immediately pulls up his arm, his shield and his sword, but he's looking around. So he's just swinging his. And then you can hear behind him the voices. You can roll perception because again the tension. You guys are at a heightened focus to fight at this point. So it's a 10 or better.
15.
Okay, so you do recognize it's one of the soldiers from the keep. He has the uniform, and he's just swinging it around, swinging his sword and backing up towards the wall. And then you can hear the.
Do I recognize him as somebody from the captain's group?
Did he put the marker on his shoulder like you told him to?
He has the white cloth that's tied around his left arm, his shield arm. You can see it poking out as he's swinging, and then you can hear boom, boom as feet are
right
trying
there,
to break the door.
I'm gonna say it's Durzo. You don't have to swing your sword.
So he's just like he has his shield up and he's ready. He's a trained soldier.
I said Narcissus is one of ours.
I cast light so we can start to see.
Okay, so you cast the light and he's still at the ready as you're doing that. Do you need to cast it on anything, or can you just cast a ball of light?
I can cast it in the air.
Okay, so you.
I mean, I'll link it.
No, that's fine. So you do that, and he doesn't. Again, he lowers his shield as his eyes are adjusting. And it's the same for Ukla. Your eyes are adjusting. You see the guy with he has one of those face plates that you pull down over the.
Where's the captain?
So all you hear is, Master Durzo, is that you?
I'm like, Narcissus, let's open the door. Those are our people.
I pulled the dagger out of the floor.
So the door opens and you can see Captain Tom, and he was at the front. He was about to finish breaking the door down, and he's like, he said, by the gods, what are you doing here?
Man, I just running out hug him. You heard me? I hug him. I start picking him up. I hug him up. And oh my God, we so happy to see you.
So yeah,
you're the second friend they was trying to kill.
As you rush out to hug him, I hear
to battle! They're at the gates! We're being drowned!
He has his daggers. Like, all right. He's like, it's good to see you too, my friend. You could let me down now.
Okay, so I'll put him down.
Basically,
I'm like, oh
we'll
my
let the
God.
captain know what we went through.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, let them all in. Let them
my
all
Lord.
in. Close the door
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
Got beat up by undead ogres, lightning bolts,
Saragan. Kidnap children.
diarrhea in my pants from getting hit with the lightning.
You guys, that's the Terry from the fucking swamp water.
Oh my Lord.
It's like that's what that smell is. Now he tells you his tale of when they finally were able to defeat the soldiers at the town, and they had to sweep that up and make sure that those people were safe before they came through. And then they came to the swamp. They were guided by some crazy old man who said he gave you he gave you the directions. So they forced him along, and only let him go back once they got to the edge and they were able to traverse and come inside. But this is you. He didn't necessarily see anything, but he just literally just got there. So have you been able to find the Lord?
No.
No, bro, you do not know what's in this place, man. This place is super dangerous.
So he said, well, judging by what you've described, I would assume that it is extremely dangerous, but we still must press forward. Are you well enough to travel? So you look, he's like, no offense. He's like, I mean no disrespect, but you look beat to hell.
Yes, no. They pretty much still need some more rest.
That's what we were doing in the room.
That's what we were doing.
We were trying to rest up so that after we were done, we were going to go back and try to find the Lord and
go further.
And also a small child that was from the village, which he knows about because he was there when we found out she was missing.
So he as you're talking, he's turning and trying to get all the thought, listening to your stories, and he finally notices Kess, and he's like,
was just about to introduce them.
So he's Kess, and she does not look happy to see him. She has her head down, like there's a sense of embarrassment from her.
He sucked that dick. I mean,
he's like, what? It's like, he's like, I had them horns in my hand. I was thrusting. No, I'm just kidding. So he's
eating how with frying pans.
What is with you and frying pans? Where'd you guys get these frying pan fetishes from?
I always thought he had a cleaver fetish. I don't know
what the hell.
He's
like boom, boom, harder, boom.
So I'm gonna ask him: has he eaten? How is his men? How's everybody doing?
He says, we're fine, no worse for wear. But Kess, how are you here? And she does not answer. And he moves a little closer to her. It's like, I asked you a question, girl. How are you here? And I'm
going to tell the captain we bumped into her out there in the forest right before the swamp. Happened to be the goblin met her, and then they followed. They got information like where we were at.
Yeah, so sensing that you're sensing that he thinks you're playing interference, Felix is like,
yes. It's like Tiefling
Shut
girl
up.
helped Felix. She was good to Felix. Offered guidance. Yes. Saved Felix from nasty dwarves.
And so he looks at you both. And he said, very well. It's good to see you again. And he turns to his men. He's like, to fortify that door, but there's nothing to fortify it with. So
I'm going to do it the same way I did it before.
All right.
Wait, I'm going to ask him something. Hold on. I'm going to ask him, when you guys were in the hallway, was there any furniture out there or anything like that? Or because all the stuff in here is gone.
Looking at you with confusion, he's like, no, I did not see any. So we hadn't ventured very far. before encountering you lot.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna explain to him. Before we came in here, they had stuff. Now that we came in here, it's all gone. So we were just wondering, when you walked in the hallway, did you see like any tables, anything like that, or just the hallway was empty?
No, should I have?
Not from the direction you came from. I'm quite sure you guys opened the door when you came, right?
Yeah, he says we quite literally just arrived. So
Yeah.
we did not see any horse, so we just assumed that no one was here. No one else was here.
That was the. I looked at Durzel. That was the movement in the air. They opened the door in the front.
So we'll give you some time to rest and recover, unless you're well enough to press forward.
Not yet.
Oh,
No.
No,
But I poke at Ukla. Nah, he's still tender. He needs a rest.
No, I got hit with a lightning bolt. I need to rest.
He said, "You what?"
I got hit by a lightning bolt. I need to rest.
Say, by the gods, and you still live.
I'm still alive. Yep. And I go like this.
He was gonna offer you a compliment, but he's like, "Okay, you're an asshole." It's like, "You're an asshole."
Yeah, you're a dick.
I see. You're either a liar or a completely self-absorbed asshole. So, all right.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
They all, the two of his men, they were able to use your dagger trick and add their own to wedge it in there and test the door's strength. Say, well, that won't hold very much, my lord, but it's something. And they search the other room just like you guys did, and find nothing. But they each adopt a spot on the wall, and they take out some dry rash and start passing it around. So, what else do you know of this place?
So I regale him the tale that was told to me about this place, and then I add the extra tidbits that I learned.
So he says, so what does that have to do with a child and my lord?
So I explained to him with this: your lord had a piece of the key that's supposed to access, I assuming, this demon city that's attached to this place. I guess
did you tell him about what you have as far as the key, or did you leave that part out?
I would leave that part out.
Okay.
I tell him about the pieces. He knows about the parts already.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew about that part already.
Yeah. So, so you think that they have the key and that they're attempting to do some ritual and that they still need him for?
I think that he still hasn't I don't think he hasn't given up the piece. I think they have the piece. So I'm not sure what they're doing. I know that the little girl, is able to read the language that most of the notes are written in because she was taught. So they probably took her because of that. If I don't know if there's a sacrificial ritual or anything like that they needed to open this door or anything, and I severely hope they don't, but that doesn't mean that they'll stop them from murdering them both anyway. So they seem to be that brand of person. We need to find them quick.
It doesn't seem like time is on our side. And this place, what else do you know of it?
I tell them the stuff that I learned from the book. There's some kind of I tell them about I found a tome that was left behind by a journal that was left behind by a treasure seeker, and he described this place as this place was supposed to be supposed to have a portal to this demon city that's supposed to hold riches, and apparently the author of the journal expired, and he felt compelled to stay here. Something held him here.
Like a curse.
Huh?
Like a curse? Or
Curse,
some enchantment?
Some kind of enchantment. Because compelled him to stay even though he wanted to leave.
Okay, so you do notice that his men are starting to perk up as far as that part is concerned, because none of them want to stay, but he is, I don't think that is You don't think that it's still active, right? Like it won't compel us to stay, will it?
I think if it is active, it compelled him to stay because he stood here looking for something, and I don't think we'll be here long enough for such an insidious curse to grab very strongly to.
Well, let's hope not. All right, I'm going to get some rest myself. So I suggest you men do the same. I says he directs one of his men to keep the first watch, and everyone else go to sleep. Before he finishes,
Master's drowning us.
no, he's the first one. He's the first one unconscious.
I'm gonna go back to the meditation.
Okay.
I go to sleep.
You fulfill your full rest, so you guys can go ahead and do your full rest, and you're woken by Kess. Let's see, Narcissus, you've been doing the bulk of the dialogue, so she wakes you up first. She's like, get up.
I get up.
She's like, I heard something, and it didn't sound good. She brings you back to, she motions to the door. She's listening. The guard that was on watch, he had fallen asleep, so he was unconscious, and she's like, she bids you forward, and you listen. You can hear slight scraping, like shuffling on the ground, not towards the door, but you can hear it. But multiple. It's not in a pattern. So it suggests multiple origins of those sounds.
Undead. It's the undead, isn't it?
She's like, I hope not, but that's exactly what it sounds like.
All right. Before I forget, because I know
she's like, what are we gonna do? We're fucking fish in a barrel here.
Well, let's see if they We're gonna have to engage them because they're not going to just let us walk by them. We'll have to wait a moment and see where they lead, because I don't remember them wandering so far ahead, which means somewhere got opened.
Great, fucking great.
I'm gonna recast animal friendship on my snake. That way he doesn't turn around and bite me in the ass.
Okay. So she's like, well, what about that thing? He says, you have he says, you obviously a sorcerer. Can you send that thing out to see? I don't know. I don't know anything about. It's like I only know what I've learned from stories about magicians and sorcerers. So you can't cast a spell to get rid of those things.
No, that would be more of a priestly nature. And as far as I pet the snake, as far as her, it's more like a kinship than anything.
She looks at you, and then she's like, "Are you fucking a snake?" No, she got.
So I mean, she looks at me dubiously. I show her my fangs.
It's like, oh, so you're not human. There was something off about you. So, should I?
That's yeah. I'm much cleaner.
So it's like, she's looking, like sideways into the room. Should we wake them? See, I don't feel like we should wake that one. Pointing at Ukla. He's more of a swing first, talk later type of fella.
So,
but
I'm going to.
What about your elf friend?
I'll wake him. He's within 30 feet. I'll wake him from here, and okay. I'll talk to the captain. I'll get them to come to us here.
Okay.
So I telepathically talk to Durzo and to the captain.
Okay. Go ahead. Durzo, you're awoken by that sound in your head. At first you thought it was a dream, but then you recognized the voice, and you're like, and you can see Narcissus and Kess. They're by the door. Kess is listening. She has her shield in one hand. She has her shield in her non-dominant hand, and her sword in the other. And she's listening on the door, against the door. So go ahead, Narcissus.
There's a, I think there's undead shuffling outside.
Okay. So, Lou, I have heightened senses
Mm-hmm.
and hearing and stuff. I want to listen, see if I can determine how many.
All right, this is going to be exceedingly difficult, so go ahead and make a perception roll.
Disadvantage.
No, not a disadvantage, but it's just going to be a high. It's going to be a high bar for
High
the roll.
DC.
Yeah.
I wake up the captain also the same way,
17.
and I
Okay.
explain to.
I'm sorry. Finish.
I wake up the captain also the same way and give him the same information.
Okay. So at first he's freaked out, but he notices you because there is they do have a small lantern lit for the light because they're human. So otherwise he wouldn't be able to see you. And he nods and he starts waking his soldiers up, and with finger on mouth, he's just like, and they all start to get up slowly because they're wearing metal armor. So making the noise is going to... They're at a disadvantage for stealth, however you look at it. So
The first one that reaches for Ukla, I'd be like, don't wake him.
Right, because that's exactly what happens.
I'll tell him, don't wake
The
him.
one laying next to Ukla is like...
Don't do it.
So he's like... and he gets up. Ukla's like, fight! No, all right. For you, Durzo, you roughly can
It's a
make out...
17.
You again, high DCs are high DCs, so you roughly make out at least a half dozen, but you think there could be more.
All right. Point to Narcissus. 6. I'm going to go from 6 to 8.
So that's a lot.
So
This is what we're going to do.
Kess is like, fuck.
Wait. Take the rope. Go to across the door. Now, I know the door opens from left to right.
Mm-hmm.
Take the rope. Tie it to the wooden beam from one side. Low. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the rope laying on the floor. Basically, what will happen is everybody, if they come through the door, if they come through the door, let them start coming in. They're undead. I pull the rope. They start falling.
I mean, like a
They don't have-
tripwire.
Right. They start.
Yeah.
They start falling. Everybody just starts attacking them.
Okay,
while they're
but
laying on the
what
floor.
are you tying it against so that they trip? Because there's nothing on the other side of the door that you can tie it around.
There's nothing on the
No,
ground.
I'm holding. It's tied to the wood, and then it goes across the doorway path, and I'm on the other side. So what I do is it's going to be laying on the floor first.
Mm-hmm.
If the door opens, and at a certain moment, within a second or two, that I know that they're going to start rushing in, I pull it, giving it that it sticks up in the air. They go towards it. They're going to fall.
So if you're tying it to the handle, that is
Not the door, the wooden beam.
in the other room.
No.
Yeah, the wooden beam was in the other room.
Yeah, that's the other room. That's not this room.
Mhm.
What's in here?
Walls.
Just walls and the door.
Is there a torch? All right, wedge my dagger, pull my dagger out, and wedge it into the concrete and tie it to the handle.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check on that, please. All right. So you're like, pull that out. Cassie's like, "What are you doing?" And you make no sound. She's like, she has to cover her mouth because she made more noise than you did. So, all right. So what's the end goal with what you're doing?
The end goal is if they intrude to come to attack us,
Mm-hmm.
they are zombies. There's no thought or anything. I pull on the rope. They trip. The first two are going to trip, and all the other ones are going to come down like dominoes.
All right, so I mean, I get the premise of that. My question is, excuse me, my question is, where are you going to put how are you going to set up the rope where normally in order to do some sort of a tripwire, you need to tie off one at least.
It's not a tripwire.
At least one end.
It's a tripwire.
It's a trip rope. So you're going to.
Okay, it's tied to the handle of the knife.
Okay.
It's laying on the floor. If they break the door open and they're coming in, I give a 2-second delay because it takes them a little bit of time to walk in. They're not super fast. Once they start walking in, I pull on the rope just so that they could trip over it.
Yeah, I get that part. My issue is, where are you putting the knife so that when you pull the rope, it lifts up so that they can trip against?
No. The knife is going to be in a 45-degree pitch in between the crease of the wall and the floor.
That's all mortar. So there is no, unless you're chipping away from that. There's no crease. No. Yeah, that's why I was trying to.
So is there any creases on the floor?
Yes, but as you're looking at it and you're testing your dagger, you figure your experience will tell you that you may be able to get one or two at best. One maybe, because there's not enough for your knife to go in.
I just need one dagger in there.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not enough for your dagger to wedge in so that when you pull it, you're not pulling the dagger out of the wall.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
so
any weight.
Like if I wedge it on the floor.
So that any weight that hits it, or you pulling it too hard, might pull the dagger right out. Okay. Because not enough of the dagger's metal goes into it.
Pointing to the captain. Have one of his guards hold on the rope, lay on the floor. He's in one corner. I'm on one side, and then everybody else got their arms. They got their weapons ready.
Okay, so he does. He nods and he directs one of his soldiers who's just not happy with this plan, and he goes and he grabs the rope, but he still has his sword and his little buckler.
We are not next to the door. We're basically from corner to corner. So what happens is everybody's kind of like spread out from the door.
All right. So understanding, and we're going into a logistical thing, and I'm trying to not take too much time with this. When the door opens inward. Unless they open it all the way across to where the door hits the opposite wall, you're going to have to stand at an angle, and it's not going to have a lot of space. So I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to show you on the map here. So if the door, where is it here? There we go. If the door
I'm
opens,
gonna put it like this.
The door. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The door opens this way, right? And then it comes across.
You said the other way.
No. I said it goes this way. Right? So that's the angle that the door is opening in. It goes from left to right. So from the left, from this side here, and it goes right across, swinging open. So if it does that big arc, 180-degree arc, it goes from that end to the other end, where the middle.
Fine.
Okay, so
that's fine.
If
he's gonna be on. He's gonna be on the opposite side of the door.
Okay, and he's gonna, which would put the soldier here. I'm gonna put a token just to signify what the soldier is.
I don't like that term.
Took me a second. I got you. I hate you so much. I don't like that term. You're a dumbass.
Me either.
All right, I'm gonna put this guy here. So if this guy here.
No, let him go all the way in the corner, not at the edge.
So he's here, and he has the rope.
Right.
The door.
I'm gonna be over here.
At a 90-degree angle, the door would open. This is 90 degrees right here.
Matter of fact,
I don't know why that damn arrow's not going in the right spot.
I'm gonna be over here. I just moved my character.
Right. Okay. So the door is here. Now I figured out how to do it. All right. So the door opens this way. Okay, so this
You
is.
first said the other way.
No,
Now
I
it's this
didn't.
way.
I said to the right. That's this way.
I said left to right. Okay, it's still fine. So
So you were thinking that it opens.
Let this
that
guy-
it opens this way, right?
yeah,
No, that was the
No,
other way.
it opens.
left to right. This
Yeah,
left
it goes
to right.
right there.
It's fine.
Yeah, the
We'll
door
put-
cover. The
I
door
want-
covers me.
All right. The soldier, have the soldier be on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna move my character.
Take it off the arrow. There you go. All right, are you doing
Matter of
that?
fact,
That was me.
Oh, okay.
matter of fact, I'm gonna be right there. So what happens
All right,
is
hold on,
when
let
the
me
door
grab this
opens.
guy.
No. Put him back. Put me back right there. When the door opens, he's gonna put the guy all the way over here. I will put him here. Have him go there. Door opens. I could be able to pull the rope. He's holding on to it. I could pull the rope in a little bit of an angle that'll make them trip. Because all you need is a foot above the ground. So if it's laying on the floor, if the door opens, I pull it up by a foot.
Okay.
The first two is going to trip, and all of them are going to trip because they all want to rush in.
So again, not to get too much into the weeds with this, once the door opens, it has to open a full 180 degrees, hits the wall for you to be able to lift to do the rope.
It's
because
fine.
if it doesn't, then that rope is going to go around the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to give you a larger space. This is essentially God damn it, Danny. It's going to be right here. So that if the door is here when it opens, because remember,
Right.
Narcissus is against that wall, so it can't
And
open
from the-
180 degrees because he can't flatten himself to two dimensionals.
Well, they
Wait a
need to
minute.
move.
This is
Have
a
them move.
This is a new situation. I wouldn't still stay there. I'd
Totally
be out of
understand that, but that's how it is right now. He's on the
so
other
what
side.
we're doing is everybody's moving towards the walls.
Okay,
Everybody
so
is staying
that
away
means
from
that
the
someone's
front
going to
door.
have to wake up Ukla because he's laying on the ground. He's on the ground right there,
So I'll go
sleeping.
up to Ukla.
Well, I mean, just like back against the wall, sleeping.
All right, I'm gonna go up to Ukla, very quietly, touch him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna touch him. When his eyes open, I'm gonna point to my mouth. I'm gonna put my finger over my mouth, tell him, "Don't make no noise," and I'm gonna explain what's happening in his ear. And I'm gonna tell him very quietly, "Don't make." Now, Ukla shouldn't make no noise because even though he's an ox, still he don't got no armor. He got
I
fur.
totally understand that. I'm not. We're not making Ukla into a giant oaf, although he's been doing oafish shit.
Yeah. So basically, from there, I'm gonna let him know what my plan is, and if it works correctly and they fall, then we all attack them while they're laying on the floor because all of them are gonna rush in. They're just gonna keep on falling all over each other. That's the way it's that's my thought because they don't have no thought. They don't have no sense of going, "Oh, this guy fell. Let me go over him to get to the guy." No, they're gonna walk forward because they're coming in and they're just gonna collapse. Because there's already one or two on the floor.
Okay, totally get that. So, Ukla, you move yourself to a position that you're going to be comfortable staying in.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him. Okay, I got you. The zombies behind the door.
Yo, I'm gonna stab him in his throat. That's it. He's getting stabbed in the throat.
Okay, right there, though.
Oh, you're an idiot. It's like, yes, you want me to move here? Sure.
There's zombies behind the door. No problem,
I'm gonna push him to the zombies.
Okay. So then, that's where you're positioning yourselves. So essentially, are you making? How are you doing? Is this a trap that you're trying to spring? Or are you just preparing for them to
Preparing.
rushing? Okay.
Prepare.
You wait for about. Once everyone moves into their position, and Ukla and you all get up, and you still hear the slight little.
Master, stop drowning, Felix.
No, but
No
a
bass,
good
no bass.
6-7 minutes goes by, tense. Everyone's just the tension is right there. Muscles are tense. People are getting cramps. That's how tense their muscles are.
After a minute or two, I told Durzo in his head that the only way this is going to work is if you actually open the door.
All right.
Because they're not going to come otherwise. That's what you're trying not to do. I mean, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
So
all I know is that
no matter what, we're gonna have to deal with them anyway.
All of the soldiers are tensed and ready to go. They're not necessarily making any motions. The captains, they're all waiting for something to come.
Because otherwise, all we're doing is making my butt tight enough to press fucking diamonds.
to take a lump of coal and make a diamond.
So I'm gonna pull the other daggers out,
mm-hmm.
and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the dagger and scratch it on the floor a little bit, just to make a very small sound.
Okay, so crink, and you hear nothing. No shuffling.
Do it again.
No moaning. So kink again. Nothing. No shuffling. No.
I go to him and I stop him. You heard? I go to him and I stop him. Be like, let them go. Why we want to bring them in here?
Because it's an easier way to ambush them.
Yeah, but we don't know where the hell they're going. So why are we gonna invite them to come in here?
So you want to fight them in the hallway?
No,
we ain't gonna be able.
No,
we're gonna have to fight them anyway.
How you know that?
Oh, so they're gonna leave the fucking place and jump into the raft and leave?
You don't know that? We're inside the building. Chill.
They are inside the tomb.
Okay.
These are undead creatures inside the tomb.
Open up and let them in.
So again, having your little whisper fight, you don't hear them. You make those extra sounds with the dagger, and there's nothing. You don't hear the shuffling. You don't hear any moaning or moving or crinkling or nothing. You're just all sitting there in silence, listening to your own heartbeats in your ears.
If Narcissus got that link, I'm just gonna say, you know what, we might as well just pack up.
It's not an active link like that.
Yeah, it's only one way. It's me talking. I can't.
So I'm gonna wave my hand towards him, walk up to him, and just tell him we might as well get the captain close and just say, you know what, we're all up, we're all ready. If we're gonna do this, let's do it. We all rested up.
So, Captain Tommen's he comes over you guys. He comes over to you, Durzo. He's like, anything?
So no, I don't hear nothing.
I say, well, we can't stay here forever.
That's true. So we're gonna have to go. So basically,
he stands back and he motions to one of his men to the guy that's on the opposite side of the door to open it, and he doesn't fling it open, but he slowly pulls it, trying his best. You can see he's reacting to every moan, to every creak in that door as he's pulling it slowly. He's like, and you get to a point where he's able to slip through it and walk out into the hall, out of your line of sight. He slips through it and he's looking. Then he motions. He's just like, torch.
So I cast.
I'm gonna put my hand. I'm gonna wave my hand no, and I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go over there quietly, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell the guy in his ear and say, let me look, because
all right. So he moves against the wall so that you can slip through the door and come through.
So I'm gonna sneak out, poke my head out, and look around.
Okay. So the first thing that you notice,
your head flies off.
The first thing you notice,
I thought it was gonna happen to him, but it might as well happen to me if I'm gonna go and do it.
First thing you notice is the floor, then the ceiling, then the floor, then the ceiling, as your head is flying through the air. All right. There's this place wasn't always cold to begin with, but now there's this. You're catching the smell of the swamp. you get to the L shape, the corner where it makes that L to your right, to your character's right, and look around that corner, and there's it's sort of lit. In you can see like the bluish light from the outside, so which signifies that the entrance is open. Now you can start hearing the water as it's flowing through those channels and it's coming in. Again, there's a lot going on where as you guys are focusing on other things, all your other senses are not going to be as sharp. But now, as you're focusing on these things, you're noticing those specific environmental things that are happening. On the ground with your dark vision, you can see there's what looks like watery footsteps moving away from you down the hall in towards where the first crypt was.
Okay. So I go back, let everybody know. I said, all right, let's get ready to go. We're gonna have to go where the first crypt was, or that. I mean, we're gonna have to go through crypt to room to find who we're gonna find. The only thing is, we still got to remember the ogre and the two armored.
No, but that's downstairs.
Yeah, but you think eventually we'll run into those?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
There might be a moment we might be getting into that. So okay, so I'd say let's get ready to go. I'm gonna walk up to Felix, put my hand over his mouth, flick him in the head to wake up.
He's like, he sees you. Yeah, he's like, he just nods.
And I'm gonna go like this. Let's go.
He gets up and follows. All right. So the order is Tommen takes point with his soldiers. They have two torches between the four men. One in front, the two in front, the two in point, then the two behind, and then Tommen's behind them. Then you guys.
Okay. I asked them, would they rather use the torches or would they rather have the shields glow?
So they're all looking around like, you can do that?
Shields glow.
So you can do that?
Yeah.
He's like, Captain, you really think we should do that? He's talking to you, Narcissus. He's like,
I look at what you guys are going to use the torches anyway. If you need light to see, you need light to see.
Very well.
Anybody? I'm gonna look at his guys. Any of them got short spears?
No, they all have. Two of them have short swords. One has a battle axe, and the other one has not a rapier. A short. What's the other one I'm thinking about? A scimitar.
So I tell them I can make the shields glow, or I can make the weapons glow, and they can sheathe their weapons, so we can give back the advantage of darkness.
So I think that would be wiser.
So I make their swords glow.
Okay. They're all like, yay! He's like, wow!
Yay!
You know what though? But I do it smart. I make them all glow red, so that way they can still see, but it's not so overt that you can see it. You know, like military red flashlights.
Okay.
I make them glow red.
Damn, Steve, you're the best, bro. For real.
So they're a little weirded out, because it's red, and red is not necessarily the color of goodness. Red and black are not necessarily considered the color of goodness, but I'm being hyperbolic. But you know what I'm saying. They're still nervous, and they're moving ahead. Now,
that's fine. I'm lawful evil anyway.
So that fit. So that actually fits. Okay. So let me go back to this thing here.
It's been in a big bright yellow light that you see fucking miles away.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll move you guys. All right. You get to that first room, and it's I don't know if the light is still there. I don't know why I have you still lit. 'Cause you are not emitting any light. There we go. So.
I can hear the music through your headset. I don't hear it through the...
Yeah, now I hear it. It sounds good.
What?
The music.
Oh, yeah. It's always good to have it. It's,
I don't hear it in the game though. I hear it through you.
yeah, because I'm doing it through YouTube. Okay. All right. So that first room that you all enter, there's the two sarcophagi. They're both open. But there's no there are no the one body that you did the one corpse that you did destroy, and the other one is empty. Moving further in, the three that are here, you had destroyed one, and these two, they were open, and you had destroyed those as well. Both of those decaying bodies are still there. These double doors are open to the crypt where you found the gold, the map, not the map, the gold, the scroll, and the gem. That's still open as well.
The dagger.
The dagger, excuse me. That's right. The dagger that what's his name has?
Ukla.
Yo, Lou, I can't see the map at all.
What you know about the Robin for in a few minutes?
You can't?
Using.
You know
No,
what?
and I reloaded
Because,
my page already.
You know what it is? I took off the lighting, but everyone else has the lighting, so I'll just do that. I'll put it back on you. Right, so
Okay, yeah, now I can see it.
All right.
Poke out his eyeballs.
This door had fallen and was sealed from when you guys were fighting those rats.
Yep.
So it's the Great Crypt doors, the Great Crypt, which you walk up into, and then the section of the wall that had fallen. Now, when you get to this part, this is where the hole is. Okay.
Over there.
So, no, the hole to the lower level, where you guys had escaped.
That's over here, isn't it?
No. That is the portion of the wall that had collapsed.
Oh.
So let me.
Then didn't you have the double door there too with the key handle?
So I'm gonna draw
that was
this.
the door you used to walk in through.
Yeah. I should have done it with the fill. All right, so let's do this again. So that represents the hole that you came in, that you came up from. That goes to the lower level. This section here, once you move closer to it, you'll notice the rubble, and the difference in this rubble as you are looking at it is that it seems to have been cleared.
I was about to ask about the drag marks and stuff for the furniture.
They all lead into this tunnel here.
I knew it. I knew there was a tunnel under there.
So go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one sec here.
I knew it because I was cleaning. I was trying to clean the pathway there. You could have it all.
My Empire of Dirt. One of my favorite songs.
It was darts.
You thought it was darts?
Yeah.
You could have my empire.
Let me said, my empire of decade.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Now, you guys make a perception check as you're checking through this.
Perception?
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, I rolled an 8. Damn, I rolled higher than everybody?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, there's a rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So he's like, dang, I don't see nothing.
He's like, shh, I'm going to put a rope here. And he's too busy trying to put the rope.
I'm gonna find me something in the picture books.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 or 4.
I remember that. I remember that cartoon. That was funny.
But I don't drink no tea. It gives me a headache.
Too many love.
He's like, well, what do you drink? Coffee. Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah.
I'll help myself.
Yeah, he's like, boom, 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 boom.
They don't make violence like that anymore. Okay. So, the captain and his men, they start going, they're in the room, but your guys are you're more familiar. So I'm having you in the front at this point. So you decide the marching order here. Felix is obviously going to be in the back.
I'll go first.
I am taking the line after the front.
Okay, so you're second. Which leaves Durzo. You're muted if you're talking.
Yep.
What's up?
Marching orders.
Yo, Lou, danger signs, anything going off?
I'm gonna be the last.
I am Deckard Brave. I take the back.
No, I'm taking the front. Is my danger sense going off?
Just give me 1 second. I want to make sure that. Can you link it so that I can see it again?
Hold on. Steve, can you look in for him? Because I don't know how to do it.
Link what?
Oh my God, dude! Go to your character.
Go to your character sheet. Click on it so it
Hold on.
opens. And on the top right corner, it says cast
it should,
VTT.
yeah, it should say cast a VTT.
Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Danger sense. Okay, now what I do now?
So you click
see
on
it,
it.
or-
You click on it,
Okay.
and then there should be a red box at the top that says cast a
Oh, I
VTT.
see. That's it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Display.
Display to VTT. That one. There you go.
Is it there?
Yay!
That's Beast Sense. That's not Danger Sense.
That's the wrong one. Hooray! Yay, free games on Twitch. You get all these free games.
Okay, here it is.
Out of like 20 games, the only one I actually play here is this Alpha one.
You got it, deal, Lou?
Yeah.
That's actually, I got something I showed on. Shit.
All right. So this entire place is a Danger Sense. So
Okay.
let's see.
Good. That means I get.
It gives you it gives you an advantage so long as you're not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yep. Okay, good.
Alrighty then.
So now, Lou, when they're talking about advantages, it's advantages on dexterity rolls. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes, sir. That's exactly what it does.
Decade, yay.
Decade, yeah. Decade, yeah. Decade.
All right. So going through this section is a natural. It's a tunnel, but the ceiling it was just dug through. So the ceiling is just it looks like a part of a cave system as you're going through it, but it's just this one long corridor. There is.
I can't see anything, Lou. If you're displaying it.
I'm not displaying anything. You still have the same map, right? So.
Yeah, I see. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I have
You're garbage.
It's the dynamic lighting. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
So I got red light.
All right, now. You see it now?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now I see. Come on, bro. Don't be making mistakes like that.
Slow it down there.
As he plays Dark Souls.
Right. Seriously.
It's not Dark Souls. It's Demon Souls.
Whatever.
But he's not playing the PS5. He's playing another game system.
No. I play Magic the Gathering on my Xbox.
Yeah, that's better. That makes more sense.
Yeah, this game I could do both. Demon Souls. I'll be sitting down on the couch.
All right. So you're moving up.
Yep.
All right.
Moving on up to our dad.
And Kess is there, and then Felix will follow behind. Now.
To a deluxe apartment in Valhalla.
All right. I need you to make a perception check, please.
Okay, wait, hold on. Mama Jamba, I summon the power. Okay.
Failure.
17, Pops 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama Jamba don't fail.
That just means you're gonna roll a 1 when you attack. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're hearing like as you're going through. There's some rocks that fell to that are falling like around you, and like you feel like some of the ceiling, like dust and pebbles just hit you just slightly enough for you to notice, and you're looking up and you can see the ceilings is like undulating. All right.
Undulating?
Yeah. No,
oh my Lord! Don't tell me he's gonna do this. Yo, you garbage. You. I think I have an idea of what he's gonna do.
Maybe attacked by the things crawling on the ceiling.
No, but anyway, let me stay quiet because I don't give him any ideas. But I think I have an idea of what's happening.
It's a carpet of bugs. Yeah.
No, I think it's worse than that.
That's why I'm glad you're in front.
Okay, you get it. You're gonna have to make a dex save.
She's a death save.
That's at an advantage, am I correct?
You are correct, sir.
Okay.
We're all going to die.
And it didn't make no form of sense because it still failed.
Wow. Okay. You rolled a 12. What was your target number? You don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He didn't make it.
I was trying to be helpful.
No, I know Lewis is going to come out with something like this.
You didn't make it.
So what happens?
Just give me a sec.
Do I have to roll?
I will say that everyone at some point is going to have to make a roll, but for him, he was.
I said I was last on the line. I did say that.
You're behind You're behind Felix too. You're behind Felix then.
Hey, fuck that, yeah.
Whoever was the last from the group, I was behind. I'm the last person.
Okay. All right. So you here's how it works. So you're going through. your danger sense gives you like you get those prickly senses on like the hairs on your neck and your hands and your body are standing up, and then the dust and dirt hit you. It's just enough that you look up. As you look up, you see this. It looks like the ceiling is moving, and then something just comes down and it clamps on your face and your head, and you can feel this thing scraping along your scalp and just peeling your skin away. You guys, Narcissus, you're the first to see it. And let me move. So you would be behind Kess and Felix. All right. So the thing it hits his head, and you can see it just wraps around him. It looks like a piece of a stalactite that was coming from the ceiling. It hits him, but it doesn't fall off. It like sticks to him. So it hits his head and sticks to him, and it wraps around his face. As it does that,
I thought he was gonna do that.
As that happens, Narcissus, Kess, Felix, Durzo, you can see he's within your sight line, because everyone else has dark vision except for Ukla, and he immediately gets enveloped in this unnatural darkness and disappears, even from your dark vision. And you can hear him like, "Ah, get it off!"
I'm not saying that.
You took 7 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm checking his pockets.
Now we're gonna roll initiative.
Jesus
Ah,
Christ. I already started with 7 points of damage.
I think I know what it is.
I already know what it is. I remember seeing it in what is that? Dark Elves, where they live at.
Underdark.
Mm-hmm. He's whack, bro.
All right, what did everybody roll? Ukla, you roll. Narcissus rolled an 11.
I roll an inch too, right? I roll
Yeah.
an inch too,
Yeah.
Or am I incapacitated where I can't roll?
You roll an inch. Slow it down.
His roll makes me mad because he has a +4.
What'd you roll, Durzo?
I rolled an 11.
He rolled 11 also. Yay! This is unnaturally awkward.
Holy
See,
shit!
This is obvious signs of cheating right there.
What the hell?
Sir, good day.
Wow.
Well, Lewis is cheating, right? I knew it. I knew he was cheating.
You rolled at natural 11. I rolled an 11 with a +1, and Dudley rolls 11 with a +4. Which still makes me mad.
That is crazy.
And Lewis is cheating. Come on, admit it, Lewis. Admit it.
I'm cheating.
You hired some demonologists to come in and do some stuff.
Yeah. Okay. How much are your hit points? I'm using the Beyond 20 encounter tracker. So, Durzo, how many hit points do you have? You have 35 Ukla, right?
Yeah. Now I have 27.
And Durzo, how many?
28 I have now left.
25.
Okay. And Narcissus?
21.
All right.
I thought Stars will get 35 hit points.
Yes, 25.
He said 25.
No, I could have sworn I heard 35. I could be wrong, but that's...
You're the fighter, you can have 35.
I could, that's correct.
And how many hit points do you have, Narcissus, again?
21.
21, all right. And you took...
I didn't take anything.
7. No, I'm talking about the Ukla.
It better be Yuka.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah, I
Ukla's
feel like that. I'm really
first,
stunner.
and then Durzo, and then Narcissus.
Okay, Lewis, I'm using... I'm burning my rage.
Oh, wait a
and I'm
minute.
hitting
Hold
him.
on for a second. I'm going to make sure that that's correct, because it goes by your...
Rank? I'm ranked
No,
number
it
one.
goes by your dex, because you're all tied. So
I'm
who
dex
has...
number 1.
You have a dex +1?
No, he has
Me?
dex +0.
Yeah,
I'm dex
so
+0.
who
I have
has,
+1
who has a
and Durzo
bonus
has
to the
+4.
dex? Which one of you has a bonus to your dex?
I have a +1.
Okay.
Durzo has a +4.
All right, so then Durzo would go first. So let me make sure I have it. All right, so Durzo goes first, then Narcissus, then Ukla.
I swear to God, bro, you better not shoot me, man.
Again, in the butt cheeks.
My butt cheeks is hurting from the last one.
So, just make
Short sword.
To his butt cheeks.
short sword to
My
do
butt
what?
cheeks.
You're gonna run up in an attack? Because
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
because
Oh, my Lord.
Ukla is gone from your line of sight.
Everything in 15 feet. Was it 30?
Well, I'm gonna go up to him. Yeah. Matter of fact, short sword, go up to where he was at.
Okay. So that means you're running towards him, towards that darkness. You're gonna be at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh my Lord! Let me get ready to get hit now.
Shut up. You deserve to get hit.
And I have to keep a manual count for. Well, we'll just say Kess and Felix are last.
Yay.
Okay, so that's an 8, and so you're swinging, and you're not hitting anything. You're just missing that. Narcissus is next.
What do I do? I know what I do. I do detect thought, because that thing has to think. Wait, let me see if this works. Yeah. It has to have an intelligence of 3 or lower. It doesn't speak any language. If the creature you choose has an intelligence score of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. All right, now these are animals. I don't know if they have an intelligence. Ah, frick. So what I'm going to do is this. Let's see. I can't see. Can I see anything?
Beyond where Ukla was standing, no.
Interesting.
It's an unnatural darkness.
Yep. Figured as much.
Okay,
Right, so
as
since
a
I can't take
secondary,
an action-
hold on for a second. As a secondary effect of the thing landing on your head, Ukla, you cannot see, and it's covering your mouth and your nose. But I'm sorry,
I
Narcissus.
always knew you had fetishes. I always knew you
Right,
had
so
fetishes.
I'm going to
What were you
I'm
going
gonna
to
go see if I can find Ukla in the dark.
Okay, so you would
Put my
need
hands
to
out and walk into the dark. See if I can
do
find
it.
him.
You would need to make a perception roll, and it's at a disadvantage. It'd be the difficulty is a 15.
Nope.
All right, so you're searching around, but he's obviously struggling trying to get this thing off of him. So you're still not able to see him. You can't grab at him. Ukla, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm doing my rage, and I'm attacking him with a dagger of venoms.
Okay.
Okay.
So make sure you burn your rage.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do that right now. Let me go into effects, features. Okay, rage on. Let's go back here, and normal roll. What I rolled? An 8. Of course, I missed.
Shit. But you rolled. Was horrible.
You
Yeah, I know. It's one of those. It's the dice roller, of course. Doesn't like me,
okay?
of course.
Did you roll 1d0? The hell?
Who did?
Ah,
Oh, he rolled a 1. Ah,
Yeah,
fuck.
he rolled a 1. It doesn't even matter.
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even
So
matter.
he's like, oh, okay. Roll again because
Okay.
Durzo and Narcissus are looking for you. You may end up stabbing them.
Oh, good. I hope so.
Oh,
Get
damn.
him back.
So, well, make the roll. If it's high enough, we're gonna do a random roll to determine who you hit.
Nope, not happening, pops.
Okay, so both at you, yeah. So you swinging, you're both looking for Ukla, yeah.
If he's trying to stab the thing and he rolled a 1, shouldn't he also see if he stabbed himself?
Just like, no. That's fucked up. Anyway,
Yo, do me a favor. Put yourself on mute.
You did block your teeth.
oh snap. Let's see.
I was gonna say it's a Canadian wood, but now I'm not.
What?
Damn.
Canadian wood that the beavers like out there.
Okay. All right. All right. So it's attached to you, so it's just gonna do damage at this point.
Okay. I'll take half.
So you took 4 points.
Okay.
Okay. Now for you guys, as you're searching. This one is coming to you, Narcissus, and I'm gonna make a strike roll. Your armor class is what?
What did you roll? 12.
Nice,
Nice. 12.
very nice. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure that I do this correctly. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing it correctly, but I'm gonna read this.
Those dumb things probably have dark vision. I mean, blind sight, so it does have no disadvantage. Pieces of crap. I hate fucking Underdark monsters.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so you're searching. You're searching for the thing that's attached to Ukla's head that is now like you can hear him, and as you're searching, something hits a thud hits your head and immediately covers your eyes and your mouth and strangling your neck too. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Yay, I'm 1/3 dead.
So
Yeah.
you're like, oh, ouchie. All right, next is Durzo.
20.
Actually, you it is a 20.
Loot. No, it ain't.
It is
Oh,
a
the
20.
20.
Yeah. You come around just searching for this thing, and the thing just hits it. You feel that same thud, boom! It hits your head and wraps around your head, and just like it's.
This will be considered like the Underdark, right?
What do you mean?
Like the caves and stuff like that.
It's
No.
no, not really. No. What were you specifically alluding to?
He's mad. He's butthurt.
You're particularly from one type of natural environment, adept at traveling and surviving in such regions. And mine is the Underdark. And all my proficiency bonuses double for
Yeah, this
proficient
is
skills.
this wouldn't be considered the Underdark. It's just the cave. It's just a cave.
Okay.
Okay. So it again, you feel it as it hits you and engulfs your head and your face, and you're struggling. You took 13 points of damage.
Ooh.
So you felt it as it radiates through your
Man.
body.
You felt that shit.
This immediate
Bro, that shit
source
gave
of
you a
pain.
haircut.
It's just crushing on your skull.
He got a baldy now.
You're taking way too much enjoyment out of this.
I think he's liking it more than you are.
Yeah, seriously.
I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah. PTK. TPK.
Yeah, he rolled a twin.
Yeah, you fucking called it.
Rolled a twin.
Okay.
Told
So
you. I saw my mama jama.
the other two in your party, well, you won't know what's happening to them. So we're gonna go back to Ukla. So again, this thing is attached to your head.
Okay.
Yo, don't I get like first attack?
Okay.
Since if you're looking at the initial, I get.
Oh, that's right. I'm doing the turn tracker on the thing. I'm sorry. So, I thought I.
Yo, did he just come out with attitude because you rolled a 20 on his
I
head?
think he did.
Andy, you can shut the fuck up. I hope your cat chews on a cord and gets shot and fucking dies. You see that nigga stitched up from execution.
What the fuck? All right, so Durzo, it is your attack.
This guy, he's evil, bro. What type of evil are you?
It is your turn.
I'm gonna have to stab it. I'm gonna stab it with my sword.
Okay.
He's evil. Louis, you're gonna have to edit that out of the game because that's just pure evil.
That's just mean.
Picking on my poor.
Okay, so you hit it with a dirty 20, and you
9
do.
points of damage.
Okay. He stabs himself. All right. Now it would be Narcissus and then Ukla.
I want to escape its grasp.
Okay. So
Get it off.
all right. So you need to, if you're going to, what are you going to try to do to escape his grasp?
I'm gonna pull it off of me.
Okay. So you need to make a strength check.
Strength check?
Yes, sir.
Can I do something else then?
Like what?
I don't know. Can I use my deck somehow?
No. It's a strength check.
God damn it.
Yeah, you could do your dex while you're flapping your feet in the air.
It's a normal roll?
Yes.
You could have it.
Yeah! Oh, look at that. He's like, no.
Good job, Steve.
So
Good job. See how
you
someone-
reach up, grab it, and you squeeze, and you pull it right off. It's just like it's like pulling off a like cellophane that's wrapped around your head like 100 times. You feel it just sliding right off your face, and it's little claws and tendrils are trying to grip on as you pull it right off, and you throw it. You can hear it like, as it hits the wall, but it goes into darkness because all around you is darkness now.
Darkness, yeah.
So that's where you are now. It's who was last? It was Ukla.
Yeah, now it's
Ukla's
last.
last.
Okay, I'm doing
He's
reckless
just like,
attack.
yes,
copy.
20.
I'm doing reckless attack and
You still with a dagger? Yes.
yes,
Mhm.
the poison dagger. The poison dagger.
Thank goodness.
I rolled a 23.
Nah,
It's-
it doesn't say anything.
But
Oh yeah, you rolled a
it's a
23.
26. Yeah, but the damage didn't come out. Wait a second. Why did
It
damage
did.
didn't come out?
It added the piercing. Just give me a sec here. I gotta make sure I'm looking at it right.
Piercing damage is 7, and you got the
And
19
then, it's
poison.
for poison.
But you gotta make a DC 15 save.
Oh, so it hurt. And he's like, ay, eso duele. Dun, 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 dun.
You got issues.
And I rolled a 20.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. So 26 points of damage.
There's a
Pops.
Constitution save. So, all right. You reach up and you're like, you can hear it's like, and the thing just it quivers and it lets you go as it falls limp on your head, and you're able to get it off with that dagger.
Okay, so I'm going to throw the dagger towards the wife's direction.
You're still surrounded by darkness. It's pitch black now. You can't see a thing.
Okay.
You can just hear the sounds of struggling. All right. I'm gonna throw it twice direction.
He's like, I'm an after dark ranger.
Stupid. All right, so that guy's gone.
Nigga said Underdark. After he gets AB above light, he's like
He said, all of a sudden, I'm seeing the light.
Who did the 9 points of damage? Was that you, Narcissus?
Me? No, that was Durzo.
Durzo. Okay, so
Azov, whatever the hell he wants
Right.
to be. I don't know anymore.
I just want to make sure I keep the right one.
Castle Beaver, Beaver
all right,
Nova.
and Durzo, you did your action, yes. So this, let's see. So this is the one that's attacking you. You take another 6 points of damage as it's biting down on you.
Oh man, I think Durzo's gonna take the pipe dream, son. The only thing right now you hear is death is everywhere.
You're stupid. All right, so for Narcissus, it's
what? That's the attack.
it's going to attack. Yes. Excuse me. Coming back out of the darkness to attack you. So
Yeah, did I do 26 points of damage?
when you threw it, you hear it's just skittering. There's noises all around. I'm just making this for effect as it's coming back down to attack you. And you feel it grazes your arm as it hits the ground because I rolled a 1, so it's with an advantage, but it did miss you because your armor class is 13, so it misses you as
Armor class is 12.
12. Excuse me. So it still misses you with the roll that I made. So it hits the ground. You can hear it again with the skittering. You still can't see it because it's that unnatural darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to come back to the top of the order, which would be Durzo. Now, Durzo, this thing is hurting you badly.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab it again.
Okay. You're in your panic as you're weakening. You're trying to stab it, and you feel like you're whiffing it, as it's just like undulating out of the way of your blade. That's for dramatic effect. In other words, you did not go past its AC. Okay. Oh, who's next on that? It would be Durzo, then Narcissus, and then Ukla.
Narcissus, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your go, man, and you're still in that darkness.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna try and hit it.
All right,
Eldritch Blast.
it's going to be at a disadvantage.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Let's see if you can pull out another 20 from your pockets.
Got it.
Oh!
But then no.
You
No.
serious? He
No.
did?
No.
Then-
He hit a. It was a disadvantage, so he hit a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
So you got to see if he hits Durzo.
You know, I got to see if he hits any of you. So let's just make another roll with your Eldritch Blast, please. This is going to be a normal roll. So we'll start with a 9 because it's the one on the left. So you, and it whizzes past your two compatriots as they're like, "What the fuck? I felt that! Get it off me!" All right, so Ukla.
Okay, I'm going to attack. I'm going to go and attack, but it's just I have reckless attack, so now it evens out. Am I correct? And I just roll regular?
Wait, I
Because
don't
I'm attacking at a
understand.
disadvantage?
I don't understand what you mean.
Because I'm attacking at a disadvantage because of darkness, but I'm attacking at advantage because of reckless attack. So they both cancel each other out, and I just roll regular. Am I
Roll
correct?
normal roll, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
We'll do that. Yep.
Okay.
That's actually the way someone uses to get around it.
Okay.
Either way,
Wait, hold
he's
on.
rolling. Either way, he's rolling a 1. And Mama Jama will
Hold
not
on.
save him.
Come on, I'm telling you not to mention her name. That's sacrilege.
Someone's fucked.
That's sacrilege, bro. Don't you be mentioning her name. Oh, man. Come on, Pops.
He said.
Okay. I'm gonna make it.
You know, that can do
17,
that.
23 points of damage. So I hit one of the creatures.
You hit the one that's on top. That's on your head.
No, I killed it already.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Yeah, I went in and I swung again into darkness to see if I
Oh,
hit,
I'm sorry. You are correct. I
Yeah.
didn't take that into account.
Yo,
So there's nothing on
yo.
your head. There's no way for you to see anything. You can't
Well, I
see.
just swung blindly.
No, that it wouldn't work that way.
Okay. Damn. 23
Then
points of damage.
then you would
slick,
you would
bro.
be at a complete disadvantage. But
No, because the disadvantage and my reckless attack will cancel each other themselves out. Because I attack with an advantage.
Okay, so just for the sake of moving this along, you swing and you hit something. Now, Durzo, you're like, the thing, something hits it and it untangles from you and flies right off. You're like, see, I think I saved you. No, anyway.
Hey.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Okay. How much damage did you do?
He said 26.
20,
didn't he?
23.
No,
23.
23 is 9 for the poison and 14 for the regular.
Okay. So that thing screeches as he slams it right off. Which leaves Senor Narcissus. But its attack as
It's attacking me again, right?
it comes after you again, yes. Okay, it does hit.
It does hit.
Yes. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Okay. So it hits you again. Again, it comes down on top of you. This is the attack. These things are just skittering and moving quickly along the walls and the ceiling, getting into position and coming down on top of you. It wraps again around you, and it does 7 points of damage.
Again? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I got 1/3 left.
So he's like,
I got
damn it, crunch. Damn it, crunch. All right. So we're back to the top of the order, which would be Durzo. You said you were healing, so please make your rolls. Remember, if you're doing it, you can do it at a higher level.
I did.
Okay.
I already put it in.
So what'd you get?
I rolled. It was like I think a 5 and a 2. I had 6 hit points.
So
now it's up to 13.
7 hit points, so it's 13. Okay, so you're like, llama, llama, llama. Oh, in your case, beaver, 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 save me. Ukla. You can make you can attempt another blind attack, but it's going to be you're going to have to make your roll. Otherwise, you lose your reckless attack and your rage.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do it now.
If you roll a 1, there's a chance you might hit Durzo and or Narcissus.
Nah, you know what I'm going to do?
So don't roll
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
So I'm going to go opposite of the way we were walking, which will lead us back into the hallway.
Back into the crypt.
And I'm gonna pick Durzo up and I'm gonna move because I just don't want to swing. And then if I hit Steve, I could actually kill him.
Okay, so I'm gonna
pick
have
Durzo
you.
up and I'm gonna go into the room.
I'm gonna have you make a because this entire hallway is dark. It has that unnatural darkness that not even your torchlight can penetrate, or the light that Narcissus had created. So
Okay.
you make a dex check. If you beat his armor class, you can grab him. And his armor class is a 13, Durzo?
15.
15.
Why you had to throw the 5 in it? You couldn't leave it at 13? No, I don't grab him. So,
that just
I'm
means
gonna tell him
you move through and you're trying to grab at somebody,
Yeah.
but you can't.
I'm gonna tell him we gotta get out of this hallway.
With that roll, you wouldn't even been able to get Narcissus. So
Yeah, because he's too
okay.
nimble.
So you.
So I'm moving out of the hallway.
Lou,
I'm
gonna move forward.
Okay.
I know I'm in the darkness. I'm just gonna move along forward. Crouch down low with my sword in front of me. Just move forward.
Okay. So that leaves Narcissus.
moving out of this hallway.
Narcissus,
That
it's yours
leaves
to attack.
Oh, I'm get this thing off my head again.
Okay, so make a strength check.
Change this. I know there's a hotkey for this. I gotta figure it out.
And you get it for the second time. So he's like, not again! No! No, I said! So you rip it off and it hits a surface. You can hear it squeak again. But you can hear the skittering as it moves. Now, you can move, but...
I'm gonna move out
Okay.
of the darkness.
Okay.
No, I'm doing the same thing too. I'm moving out of the darkness.
So here's
Back
the
the way
thing.
we came.
And this is something that I should have said for all of you. You don't have any sense of direction in this darkness. Plus, you were engaged in a battle. So to know where you're going, this impossible to tell.
All right, so I'm gonna keep the wall to my left and follow it that way.
Okay. So that being said, when you come out of this darkness, well, hold on for a second. Do me a favor. Everybody roll a 20, and I'll tell you in which direction you go. It's going to be either 10 or above or 10 below. Okay, so who rolled that 3? Narcissus?
I did.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so actually you all end up back in the crypt as you come out of it. But you also hear... You can hear Kess. She's struggling with one of these things, and Felix is also struggling with one of these things.
Oh my lord!
So I'll help them.
At one point, you can see this thing. You hear Kess as she comes out. She's just like she's bleeding from the top of her head. So, so actually everybody but Durzo, because he did his magical heal. You're all bloodied. She comes out. She's like,
But Durzo has no hair.
She's like, what the fuck was that? And then you hear
I'll be like, I don't know.
and you can see Felix is like, oh, he crawls out. Like, this is bad place, Master. I told you.
Felix told you we should not have come back here.
The other soldiers, they were coming. This is again. This is all within a few seconds. So they didn't even have time to react to come to help you. Plus, it was with that darkness. The captain was like, "Do not fire!" Like the two of the men were taking out their their crossbows, to shoot into. He said, "You're gonna hit them, you fool! Don't shoot."
Yay! Somebody is smart not to shoot into the darkness.
So
I wish I was.
You guys come out and you're super hurt, and Cass is like, "What was that?"
I don't know, but it felt like a hentai video.
Legend of the Overfiend.
After 3,000 years.
Fucking.
That was a great cartoon.
They have it on YouTube. Can you believe that? That's how.
Yeah.
That's how.
Really?
Yeah. And unedited. That's how tame shit is now compared to the shit that's out now.
Not for nothing though, but that show was originally called Wandering Kid because I had the original.
Really?
Yeah, I got in the original videotape. It was from Penthouse. I got it at a convention.
Was it about Amano Jaku? It wasn't about that. Okay.
It was, and they were named different.
Oh, I got you.
It's kind of like it was when they finally came out mainstream here. Well, whatever is considered mainstream here. They changed the wording a little.
Huh.
It wasn't called Wandering Kid anymore, but it was originally called Wandering Kid, and it was episodic.
That's weird.
It wasn't a giant movie. And
Okay.
Penthouse in Japan was publishing it. I remember it clearly.
All right. All right. So let me go back here, and I have to do a couple of things. First things first is I gotta move you guys back into this room. Cass and Felix.
Yeah,
back
we're
into
definitely
this
going back in
room.
that room.
And
Jesus Christ, we haven't even stepped into this place and we're already getting gang banged.
this is what a dungeon crawl really is. So again, I sealed off the light so that you can't see past it because that darkness is still there. It lasts for another 30 to 40 seconds, and then it finally dissipates to where you can see into that cave or into that tunnel. Excuse me.
So we look up once the thing to see what the hell was attacking us.
You can't. You're looking up at that ceiling. You can't see anything. It just looks like the normal cave formations. Like there's some stalagmites that are hanging down, but that's it.
Lou, I'm gonna take a torch and tie it to my sword and go to the ceiling with the torch leading in front of me.
You're gonna tie the torch to your sword. Okay.
So that it extends out longer.
Wait, hold on. Before he goes in our stop,
Why are you gonna tie a torch to anything? I could just freaking catch light.
No,
I think he's using it for the fire.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop.
I'm
everybody.
assuming
Okay,
you're doing it for the fire effect.
That's what yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but how high up is the ceiling?
It's about 12 feet.
I'm gonna tell him, listen, we gotta come out with a better idea than this because we can't go back in there because then we won't be able to see.
So the captain's like, did you happen to see what it was that attacked you?
No. It it looks like it could turn the hallway into darkness because we can't.
We were able. So he described it. It was like a glance. You got a glance that it looked like a stalactite.
No, we didn't get any glance.
Yeah, he did. He said that.
Only one of
you didn't see it because I saw it, and
Right.
it looked like a stalactite.
Okay.
Only Narcissus was able to see.
It looked like a
Okay,
stalagmite,
so-
a stalactite that fell out of the ceiling, and after that, darkness.
Okay, so I want to tell him I didn't see anything, obviously, because I had it wrapped around my head, and now I'm bald.
I'm waiting on you guys. So he's just like, so what do we do? He said, can't you cast a
That's the-
spell so that we can see these things?
That's the thing. It's producing a darkness. It cancels out my light spell.
So
That's the problem.
I ain't got nothing.
so should we just run through and take our chances?
Nah, I don't.
He
I don't
says
know.
we need to press forward. There's no other way. He said, what about
Yeah.
that door? He says, what about the door behind us?
So it goes the other way. That's a dead end.
Great. He's God damn it. And down that hole, you said it was.
No, you
that's
don't
what-
want to go down that hole.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that hole.
Yeah, this stuff is calm compared to the stuff that's down there.
So you know what? Fuck it. I guess running through would be the best bet.
This is
Hold on.
well,
Let's do
he
this.
says
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna
hold
wave
on,
the
hold on.
sword.
he
with the
says
torch.
he tells his men to hold their they'll go 2 by 2 with their shields up. So if the thing attacks from above, then maybe they'll just hit the shields and not you. But that's the chance to take.
I have an idea.
Which is?
Start shooting arrows up at the ceiling to see if we hit anything, and then we could kind of determine more or less where they at.
Waste of material, waste of time, waste of ammo.
Yeah, I think he's hating on your ideas on purpose.
No, he is, because he was just mad because he got a haircut now and he's an elf and he's bald. What does the captain say? I'm just ignoring him because he's mad.
No, he says I agree with you. I agree with the elf. That's you're
talking about
probably gonna need your ammunition.
The bald elf? Okay, so that sounds so. Let's do that again then.
The bald elf.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my sword waving it like this with the fire and run forward.
Okay, so he directs. He tells Kess, who reluctantly agrees to go with one of the soldiers underneath their shields, and
Sounds good to me.
the Felix just jumps on one of the soldiers' backs. Like, hey, get off! It's like, yo, protect us! Protect Felix! He's just holding his shield up, and they bolt through. As they go through, you can see you don't see them because they're almost perfectly camouflaged into the ceiling. But once they run through, you can see one of them hits that shield, boom, and just falls off, and another one hits the shield and falls off as well. But then they produce that darkness again. It's almost as if it just expands out. Once they hit the shield, it expands out like a secondary action. And
Ooh.
then you wait. Are you going to continue to? Because the darkness is still active, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, go forward. Just keep going forward. If we stop, then we're going to be in the darkness.
All right, so you're all going to get a dex save, but it's going to be at a disadvantage.
Disadvantage dex save?
If I'm reading this correctly, and let me just make sure.
It's not magic, is it?
No. It's the dex save to dodge these things.
All right, I just want to make sure it's not magic. Because if it was magic, I could have bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, I was swinging the torch around.
It's still it's still an attack. So hold on a second. And you're running through the darkness. That's what I'm saying.
I was the first one. That's what I said. I said I was going to go in first. The sword.
Because I just assumed that the shield bearers went first. So if that's the case, they're going after you. So you're going to need to make a dex save anyway. It's not going to with the torch lit. It won't be at a disadvantage, but you still need to make a dex save.
I just rolled dexterity, right?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I need to make an attack roll.
Oh wait, I have to make a dex save instead of a disadvantage?
Yes, once the darkness is activated.
So I got to roll again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait a little bit before I'm gonna wait.
All right.
So my roll's actually a 12.
So what happens is Durzo runs through swinging his sword like a maniac, and the thing falls, and it misses you. It just misses you. With the way I rolled, you rolled 1 point above it. So you go through, and it's almost like you felt the wind on your neck as it went right past you. He's like, no, no. Then it casts that unnatural darkness, and it closes off your sightline. The two soldiers went through. You hear the things hit their shields, and they go through, but you don't know if they've been hit. For Narcissus, since he's next, I'm gonna make an attack roll, and then I'm gonna apply that dex save. This screen is not changing. There we go. Okay. You go through. As you go through, one of them comes down and crunches on top of you.
On top of me, even though with the guy with the shield.
Oh, you were with the shield bearer. Were you?
Yeah.
All right. So then that dex save.
Because it was Felix jumped on one guy's back. The girl went with one.
Mm-hmm. I just I just assumed because Durzo just went total fucking Murdoch from 18 and went through with his fucking his torch sword invention. That everybody else was going without the shield bearers. Okay, so then what I'll do is we'll nullify your save. You don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to make a save for the soldier. Make it a 20-sided roll. Okay, so you're able to go through. You hear the thing hit the shield and fall off, and it just again skitters away from you, I should say. Ukla, are you going with one of the shield bearers? 'Cause
No,
you're not going through.
no, no. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see what happens once everybody runs through.
Okay, so the captain goes through as well with his shield bearer, and I'm gonna make 2 rolls, 2 quick rolls, and see what. Wait, the first one didn't come through, but do it again. All right, so as he goes through, wait. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. So they go through, and again, you hear the thing hit the shield. It didn't show up on the chat screen, but it's on my screen. So that means, Ukla, you're the last one through.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till the to see if the darkness goes.
I don't want to go. All right. Now, after about 30 seconds, that darkness dissipates. It fades away, and you can see down that tunnel. Now I'm gonna move I gotta move the map. I gotta move to the map. So excuse me for 1 second. When I get back to this mappy map, and get you guys on the other side of it.
So do I see anything on the floor, anything like that?
No, nothing on the floor. It's still it's just rocks on the floor from where that tunnel was cleared, and then the ceiling.
Okay. So I'm gonna go through.
And you can
with
see
two
you can see
javelins.
these guys at the other end.
Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through with I'm gonna hold 2 javelins up in the air while I go through.
Please don't hurt me.
This is what they're calling for Durzo. You hear the ambulance?
That might be for you, brother, because like 3 of them suckers might be falling on top of you right now.
No, Decker. Link's got him for me.
Yo, is he hating on me?
I think he is.
hating.
I think he is strictly hating on you. Okay, so even with the javelins, you're like wraps around his head. You guys see as you're looking through, as you're waiting for him to come through, he's like This black thing hits his head and wraps around his head, around his face, and then that darkness it expands out from this thing, covering him and at least 15 feet around him.
It's like, wow, like he shouldn't have thrown Felix into the water. Oh well, walk away.
Oh, that's fucked up. All right, you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Ukla.
Okay.
He's dead?
No.
No.
He had healed, so he's down to 16.
Okay, so now it's an ish, right?
It is initiative, yes. So just give me a second here.
Look at Dwight. Look at he's happy. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, you mean like you were?
happy when I was getting.
I was just gonna
happy
say.
when I got a 20.
I was just gonna say that.
Niggas, you went like when I got
Now
a 20.
all of a sudden he's just like, no, you're not. Oh.
16.
All right, hold on
Why
a
are you
second.
laughing at me? You're supposed to
They're all
be
gonna
my
laugh
friend.
at you.
Yeah, you're supposed to be my friend. Okay, so wait a second.
How much did you do?
16. No, I got rolled with the 16 and ish.
Okay. No, I just need to track it on this end. That's perfect combat music for you. Okay. Okay, it rolled a 19, and you had 16 hit points remaining. So, wait, so 35 is your total.
I'm at 16.
Yeah, I know. 35. I'm keeping track of it on this end here. So 35, you had taken 19 in total. After the healing, leaving you with 16. It is attacking to do. It's just doing damage at this point. This is still attached to you. Okay, take an additional 5.
Okay, so I'm down to 11.
Okay, crap.
Okay, so now I'm gonna stab it with a dagger.
Okay.
I'm using a reckless attack.
How many times can you use reckless attack in a day?
No, I think there isn't any day. It's just the rage, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Am I correct, Steve?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't play as barbarian.
Nah, well, I've been doing my research, and 14 points of damage.
Wait, is reckless attack is the one
Cause he
with.
just straight up lied. You know that nigga don't do no research.
I
He
do my
don't
research.
for nothing.
Nah,
His research is
I've
going.
done-
And that Steve.
I've been looking at YouTube, and none of the YouTube videos I've seen has
It's
said
not the
that.
YouTube. It's the book. Look into the
Listen.
book. Look into your
Listen,
character.
ain't nobody talking to you. Go back to sleep, or go chew on a piece of wood. Okay.
Damn.
You said go chew a brick.
Oh my god.
Go back to sleep or go chew on a piece of wood. Ain't nobody talking to you. Okay.
Hey, you're gonna make me want to look this shit up now. Now you're in trouble.
Yeah, go ahead, look it up, 'cause
No,
I'm
it
right.
doesn't. It doesn't have a. It's the. He's right. It's the rage. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so
the
you're
white
good. I only
apology?
asked. Okay.
The white apology.
Suck a dick.
I'm about to send you a wooden dildo so you could chew on it.
Jesus. Oh my God. So it's this Constitution save versus the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you tacking off the charges for the poison dagger? Because it only has one charge
A day.
a day, so you're not doing any poison damage from this point forward. I already did it, so don't worry about it. But
Okay.
if you click on the dagger,
Said nothing.
if
Nobody
you,
said nothing about charges.
Yeah, it says read the description.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. One charge. Yeah. Okay.
okay,
right,
so
okay,
you only did
okay.
6 points of damage then.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus my strength.
No, it took that into account. I believe.
26 plus strength. It's already doing that for you.
Yep. Your strength damage is a 5, right?
Yeah, 5, and then I think I also got a +2.
Nah,
I got a +2.
that's only with
for
rage.
being. No, it's for being cool.
Then you should get a negative 12.
Ah, all right. So yeah,
Okay,
it
so
took
go
that.
ahead,
So
go
you
ahead.
actually only rolled 1 point of damage. All right. Man, you suck, dude. All right.
Hey man, that's what happens, man.
All right. 6 damage. So next is. You take an additional 6 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna be remiss if I don't tell you this. You can try to pull it off of you, or
No, I don't wanna do
just
that.
you just want to kill it.
No, I mean I'm gonna pull it off now, but I was trying to kill it. I thought the poison dagger had a charge in it.
It did, and you used it
Twice.
more than you should have.
No. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna pull
Yes,
it off
you.
of me.
So it's a strength. It's strength. It's a strength check, and you get an advantage because of the
Oh, wait a
reckless
second.
attack.
Okay, what is
I
it?
believe I'm correct.
Target to roll again.
That it does.
No, I think it's only on attacks.
No, wait, hold on. That was rage. You win. Yep, on strength, melee attack rolls that require strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
So
it's
I rolled the
it's a regular roll.
So I rolled the 12.
The DC to remove it is yep, you didn't get it. So you're pulling on it. Jesus, you have a +4 and you still didn't make this. Anyway, so you're like,
Oh, the dice roller.
Yeah.
It's a dice roller.
All right. And with this, your strength is fading as you pull it and you pull it and you pull it, and with one final crack on your head, you just like you guys hear a thud of Ukla's body hitting the ground. You took 7 points of damage. So you're down to.
So I'm at -1. -1.
You're down to. Yep. So you need to start making death saves.
Okay, hold on. -1. So how the hell you put -1 into this? So
No, you don't. You don't put anything. You just put. You took 13 total.
No, I got it. It's there. It's there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, do that because it still says.
No, I got it right here.
Hold on a second. Because I have it here at. Let's just put you at 0.
No, I did already. I have it at 0.
All right, so now you need to start making the death saves. So you just click on. I believe you click on that face, or where it says.
Yeah,
death,
and then you roll. No,
I
got it. I'm gonna roll now. 15. Okay, so I made 1.
Okay.
Louis,
Yes.
I'm gonna do cloud of fog. I'm gonna go in there real low to the ground, and I'm going for his leg.
For whose leg? For Ukla's?
Ukla's.
Okay.
Grab his leg and pull him out of the tunnel.
Okay. You need to make a dex check to get him, and we're gonna we'll set his.
Let me do the spell first.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So just so you understand, you can't necessarily see through your own fog. Doesn't work that way.
It's totally fine. I have a thought of how the trail goes. I know he fell.
I see what he's doing.
I'm covering myself in the fog and the whole tunnel.
Gotcha.
So that it doesn't see me.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying now. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
I still got to roll dex, right?
Yes. What's your AC, Ukla? Apparently the dog doesn't want you to save Ukla.
Hold on. Oh.
You said a bear? Did she say a bear?
Mm-hmm.
Does she mean like a gator or something?
No, a bell. It was a bell.
Oh.
So a dex save. All right.
Something. See, what do you want?
I want to see you die in your game. Oh wait, you did that already.
Bro, I did that already. I died like in the past match. I died about 5 times already.
I rolled a 7.
So yeah, you're reaching for him, but you can't grab him. You're not finding him just yet. Your next dex save, your death save, Ukla.
That.
You have to make 3. You have to make 3.
I know 3 consecutive in a row.
Not consecutive, but you have to make 3.
I mean, okay, 1. So I failed 1. So now it's tie.
Actually, the 1 means that you took 2 death saves. That you failed 2 death saves. So this is going to be the last one.
All right, can I go in there and find him?
You can try.
No, that's all right, bro. Don't come put yourself at risk.
You shut up.
Go ahead.
Can I roll again a deck save?
I'm gonna have Narcissus do his because this will be simultaneous. You're both reaching in to grab him.
For the love of crap,
And
man! What
no. Ukla, you need to make one more. You need to make 2 more positive deck saves or one failure.
Yeah, 1 negative. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
I can't cast a spell if I don't see him.
That's it, Pops. I'm dead, guys.
Okay. So with
that,
as you guys just you finally grab, you're finally able to grab him and pull him through, and when you do, you notice that his eyes are wide open. This thing had detached itself from him, and there's a hole punched in his skull, and his blood and just gray matter coming out of it. He had already breathed his last breath at that point.
All right, I guess I'll take his stuff. I'm
Might
not
as
kidding.
well.
I'm not kidding. He's dead. So his gold and everything is being snatched. Now I got some platinum coins. So.
Oh man.
Shit.
I cast that spell anyway because I'm fucking desperate.
So, I'm sorry, say that?
I said I cast my spell anyway because I'm desperate.
Yeah, and you call upon your energies from your book to lay your hands on him to try to revive him for that final time, and unfortunately, he is beyond your ability to bring him back.
Once he got a hole in his head, I can't heal that. Like that's
I'm dead, bro. I failed the rolls because I rolled that 1.
That 1 is what killed you.
And that 1 gave me a 2. Yeah, so it was the 1 that fucked me up.
Yeah, well, it was me rolling that 4 didn't help either. Shit.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
If I could have dragged you out, I could have stabilized you.
Same here. I was trying to grab him before he died.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop it here, and I'll give you Ukla it'll give Danny a chance to create his new character, and we can do that throughout the week, Danny. When you get a chance, I'll be home.
So
because Danny, you got this whole week off, right?
When you say that, what you really mean is that you're gonna write a character for him, right?
I'll work with him.
I'm actually gonna take a look because I gotta look. There's a lot of stuff in D&D that I can roll up.
There's a ton of different.
Because I've been looking at the dungeon dudes, and has a barbarian. They should have not rolled up a human. It should have been either an orc, a half orc, or a dwarf.
Nah, don't mean this shit like that. You write up what the fuck you want.
No, but I'm just saying I've been looking at dungeon dudes because, bro, the half orc barbarian is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's just they fucking roleplay like they play video games.
Yeah, they're
dude.
trying to
That's the
min
reason why I don't
max.
like that
They're
shit.
trying to min max everything. So
That's
it's
the
really on
only
how
reason
you
why
play
I-
it. But all right. So for myself, Durzo, the dearly departed Ukla, and Narcissus, we will bid you a fond farewell until next time. Thank you very much.